bum ba bum ba 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 bum 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 ba bum ba 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 bum 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 ba bum boo na 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba bum ba 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 bum 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 ba bum ba 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 bum 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 ba bum ba bum. Oh man, it's that time of year, y'all. It's that time of year. Oh yeah. Who's ready for some 2020 atrocious, extremely shitty football? Yeah, you don't want to show up to the game. You might get sick and die. So just sit home and watch the game from the comfort of your own safe home. Go team. Hey, is your favorite player sitting out because they're afraid they might get sick and die? Mine too. How about that fantasy football, huh? How about that fantasy football? Did you get the player you wanted? Is he sitting out because he's afraid to die? How about that fantasy football shit? Go team. Hey, whoever's recognized as the Super Bowl champion of 2020 is going to go down as the worst champion of all time. Just like whoever wins the NBA championship this year. The worst, most atrocious championship of all time. Can't wait for sports to fail and collapse. We're watching sports fail and collapse. Go team. Aren't you guys loving it? Aren't you guys loving the fact that all these super rich, fucking overpaid athletes are getting what they finally deserve? Their sports leagues are collapsing. That's one thing we can thank the boogeyman disease for doing. It's collapsing professional sports. The sheep don't give a shit anymore about their sports. They seem to think one day it's all going to come back. It's all going to get better. Meanwhile, the sports are collapsing. Boo! Boo! Yeah. Are you ready for some football? Some rigged shitty football. Yeah, that's right. You can't go to the games unless you wear a mask and you might get sick and die. So you better get ready. You better hold tight. We got some really crappy shitty football tonight. That's right. Are you ready? Ooh, get ready. Oh, all you motherfuckers get ready. Are you ready for some extremely shitty ass football? Some really fucking rigged ass football. Yeah, that's right. The NFL is the WWE. And a lot of people don't even fucking know it. So you better get ready. You better hold tight because we got some shitty rigged football coming on tonight. Ooh, you get ready. All you cocksucker motherfuckers, get ready for some rigged ass football. We gotta watch some rigged ass football. Yeah, that's right. The referees can decide the fate of a team in just one play. Yeah. Do. Ain't nobody in the stands. The players don't give a shit. Monday Night Football is no longer legit, so get ready. Ooh, get ready. Are you ready for some football? Some really shitty ass fucking football. The players don't give a shit anymore. Nobody wants to be the best. Oh yeah! NFL and Vegas are in bed together. It's all about money. They're getting paid together. And it don't even matter if they're playing in some shitty weather. You better hold on. You better hold tight. We got some really fucking rigged shitty football coming on tonight. So, you guys ready? Sad thing is, I actually used to love football. When I was a kid, I fucking watched so much football. I did, and I thought it was real. I thought it was real. Thought it was real. I used to love the fucking Miami Dolphins. I did. I used to love them, and I wanted them to win the Super Bowl, and they never fucking won it while I was alive. They won it in the 70s before I was alive, but when I was alive, they never fucking won. And Dan Marino just kept losing in the big game when it came time to win. He never could. And so I always grew up just like being tortured. And then I watched Tom Brady win like a million Super Bowls, and all these fucking stupid New England fans like, oh, it's Boston with Tom Brady, Boston in the garden in my car, and Tom Brady in the Pats, and the Pats in the Boston in the garden, and Tom Brady, fucking terrible people just get rewarded over and over again. The same fucking guy in the Super Bowl every single year. It's fucking terrible. Meanwhile, my team's in the same division getting shit on year after year after year. And I'm supposed to put up with this shit. And then one day I figured out that it was rigged. And it was basically the same licensing as the WWE. A lot of people don't know that. The WWE has a sports entertainment license, and the NFL has a sports entertainment license. They're legally allowed to rig their own games. They're legally allowed to make whatever the fuck they want happen out there on that field, and nobody can stop them. What are you going to do as a fan? Take them to court? I'm taking you to court because the referee called a bad flag. He threw a flag and there shouldn't have been a flag. I'm going to take you guys to court and sue you. You can't sue the NFL. They can make whatever the fuck they want to have happen on that field. They can have a ref penalize a play for no reason, and they do it all the time. And everybody just forgets about it and looks the other way. It's that easy to control a game. If Vegas and the NFL see that there's a game on the schedule where they can make a ton of money by flipping the outcome, that's all they have to do. And guess how easy it is to flip the outcome of a game if players are sick. They might have the boogeyman disease. They can't play. So imagine if one team is favored to beat another team. Let's say it's Tom Brady and his new team, the Tampa Bay Bucks, are taking on whoever, and the Buccaneers with Tom Brady are favored to win. He might just at any time say, I have a sniffly nose and a cough. I'm going to sit out the rest of the season. And then suddenly the Buccaneers' chances of winning go down the tubes, and all the people who bet on them will lose their money. It's that simple. So they can actually rig games a lot easier now that the fans aren't in the stands and nobody seems to give a shit. It'll be a lot easier to rig games. It's just funny to watch the whole thing go down in shit flames. I remember when I used to care. I remember when football was a big deal in my life. And it's sad that that my parents let me fucking get into it without ever explaining to me that it's meaningless and it's rigged. It's because they didn't know. I had to figure it out for myself. And you guys can't act like you knew NFL was rigged your whole life. You can't say when you were children watching the NFL greats that it was rigged. I think there was a time when the games were more real, but you can't tell me you knew your whole life it was the same as professional wrestling. That's something that you wake up to. And it's something people have woken up to more recently over the last 5 to 10 years. So anyone who's like, I knew my whole life that it was rigged, it's like, no, you didn't. There was a time where sports were a lot more real. For instance, when the Cowboys played the 49ers in the 1990s, and Emmitt Smith and Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman and Steve Young were out there on the field, they were trying to fucking beat each other, and they wanted to be the best. And when you go back and watch 90s football, from 1990 to 2000, the players were trying to fucking take each other's heads off. They really wanted to be the best. And it seemed like the games were more real, whereas now it doesn't even stand up to 1990s football. The 90s, in my opinion, were the pinnacle of sports because you had Jordan with the Bulls, and Michael Jordan is like the greatest basketball player who ever lived. And he could pick up all the rest of the players on his team and make them better and will them to win. And he could just jump over everyone and be like, ugh! So anyone trying to compare Michael Jordan with today's LeBron, it's not even a comparison. Jordan is the greatest of all time because he wanted to be the best. And when you watched him play, you could tell he wanted to fucking beat everyone on the court. It wasn't fake. It wasn't a rigged system. Jordan was better than everybody, and he wanted to prove it, and he did. He went out there and shoved the fucking ball in the hoop in their face over and over again until he was a champion. And he did it so much he got bored and went and played baseball and then realized he needs to come back and play basketball. So basically, sports used to be awesome, and I grew up during the period when they were awesome. So I had Michael Jordan in the Bulls And then in hockey, I didn't even watch hockey, but Wayne Gretzky was around, and he was like the greatest hockey player of all time. So also in the 90s, if you were a hockey fan, you got to watch Wayne Gretzky, who's considered by far the GOAT of hockey. And then football, you had your 49ers, you had Joe Montana in the early 90s, and then he handed over the reign to Steve Young, Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Jerry Rice, the greatest receiver of all time. Was he the tallest? No. Was he the fastest? No. Was he the strongest? No. You know what he was? He was the best because he wanted to be the fucking best. The best receiver of all time is just an average sized guy. He was not a huge, muscular, tall guy that jumped 20 feet. No. He just caught the ball and fucking took it in the end zone because he wanted to be the best and he wanted to win. It used to be about winning. And now when I watch players lose on the final play, they smile and they go over and shake the other guy's hand. Good job. Let's go home to our mansions now. It wasn't like that. Jordan didn't lose on the last play of a game and then go, good job. You beat me. I'm a loser. No, that's what they do now. I see all the quarterbacks now like just shrugging off the losses like they're nothing. The losses used to fucking mean something. They used to mean something. In the 70s, in the 80s, and the 90s, those guys were trying to fucking take your head off. Did you know that if you used to try to catch a pass over the middle during the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and even into the early 2000s, if you tried to catch a pass over the middle, it was perfectly okay for somebody to take your fucking head off, to stick their helmet right into your face and knock you unconscious. That was part of the game. So that means you didn't go over the middle and try to catch passes and throw your body up there like that, because somebody like Ronnie Lott or Ed Reed would come take your fucking face off, and then you would decide not to do that anymore. That was part of the psychology of the game. If you go jump up in the air without protecting yourself, a defender could fucking take you out of your shoes. But now it's a penalty. It's a penalty now. So guess what happens now? A player can run out in the middle of the field and go, jump up in the air, and nobody can do a goddamn thing about it. You just have to stand there and stare and wait for the guy to catch the ball. And then you have to like very, very graciously like try and like very flutterily take him to the ground, because if you grab him and tackle him too hard, you'll get a penalty. And if you show any sort of emotion, you're going to get a penalty. And then if the ref just doesn't fucking like you, you're going to get a penalty. And even if you do everything correct, yeah, you can still get a fucking penalty. Welcome to the NFL, motherfuckers. The old days are gone. Oh, you like kickoff returns? Remember when a guy used to take the ball on a kickoff return 100 yards for a touchdown? Yeah, you don't really see that anymore because kickoffs cause brain injuries. Buh. So we got to change the game so that people don't injure their brains. That's the price you pay when you play real football. And guess what, y'all? They've pretty much ruined sports now to where even real sports, like the ones your children's play, yeah, your children's, the little ones, they like sports, and they actually get the most out of sports. If you watch children play Little League, it's a fantastic experience. It's gone. Across the United States, the children playing Little League is no longer happening, basically, because we're all afraid of the boogeyman disease. People don't realize that the sports at the professional level are shit, but it trickles down to the children who actually enjoy the sports and get what you're supposed to get out of it. Fun. It's supposed to be fun. Little kids playing pee-wee football is fucking hilarious. It's hilarious and it's fun. And it's good for the kids to learn a team sport, work together. It teaches them how to win and how to lose. It teaches them how to be a man. It's gone now. Little kids aren't playing pee-wee football. So I don't want to talk shit about the sport, because the sport itself is actually quite fun. And any of you guys who've ever got to play any of these sports, they're fun. Not just football. Some of you women in the chat, did you ever play like volleyball or whatever the fuck you women play? Fuck. Did you guys ever play basketball or any of that shit like It was fun. It was supposed to be about fun. And at the child level, the high school level, the games aren't rigged. It's about pure competition and having fun. And that's what it was always about. Fun. But the NFL, no. It's the no fun league. You can't have fun watching the NFL anymore. You know why? Because it's not allowed. It's not allowed. Have you guys seen what they're doing with the NBA? They're actually taking fans. You can send in a shot of yourself watching the NBA game, and they'll superimpose you into the stands and make it look like you're actually at the game because nobody's allowed to go to the game. Let me repeat that. You can see yourself on television watching a basketball game in the stands, even though you aren't there. So you're pretending that you're at the basketball game, watching from the stands, and you're supposed to act like that's the same as being at the game. That's what they're doing. They're putting your face in the stands, trying to act like that's the same as playing basketball in front of a live crowd. WWE's doing the same thing. Wrestling, they're doing the same thing. They're just pretending that fans are in the stands now. It's all digital. The world has gone digital. Music, comedy, entertainment, sports, it's all going digital. It's all going to be on a screen. That's how it works. Live entertainment is basically dying a slow death. Live sports, live entertainment, dead. Kiss it goodnight. So everything's going digital, which is why you're going to see me doing all my shit now digitally, being funny in person, playing music in person. I can't really do it anymore, so now I have to fucking do it all here digitally. Okay, Rocker Chick says they want this to be the new stupid normal. Oh, it is. It already is. It's not that they want it to be. It is. People have accepted it. I'm surprised that the fact that all these NFL fans aren't throwing a fit. It's just they're just walking away in groves. Do you guys know that the ratings this year are going to take the hugest hit they've ever taken? And we could literally see entire sports organizations go down fucking tubes forever. The players aren't going to be able to keep making these big giant salaries if nobody's in the stands watching. If nobody's watching on TV, the advertisement revenue isn't going to be there. The whole thing is set up to collapse and fail, you guys. It's actually quite fucking amazing. All these big, huge guaranteed contracts aren't going to be able to be paid in the long run. The advertisement revenue is going to collapse because nobody's watching. The NBA playoffs are the lowest rated they've ever fucking been. It's the worst ratings they've ever had. This season of the NFL is going to be so atrocious, so terrible, nobody's going to want to watch. And then when they realize half the players are sitting out, and any player at any time can get the sniffles and decide to sit out and change the outcome of a game, like your star running back gets the sniffles just hours before going on the field, and so he doesn't play. It's going to ruin the whole stupid sport, and everyone's going to fucking deserve it. You know why? Because you guys got caught up in fake professional sports. It's the same as the NFL, the same as politics. It's all professional wrestling. Your very own President Donald Trump got in the professional wrestling industry a long time ago, and nobody seems to realize he's a professional wrestler, even though he went on WWE with his boy Vince McMahon and pretended to throw a clothesline. Even your politics is fake and rigged. It's all professional wrestling. Football, fake and rigged. Professional wrestling is politics. Your boy Trump is best friends with Vince McMahon. They pretended to be enemies. Trump shaved his friend's Vince McMahon's head in a WWE ring. Trump threw a clothesline at Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon pretends to be hurt. Nobody remembers. Nobody remembers but me. It's because you guys weren't watching fake wrestling. A lot of people say, Jake, I never watched fake wrestling. Well, it's too bad, because if you would have, you'd realize how easy it is to spot that everything else is fake. If you grow up watching wrestling, which is a show, you can actually spot fake fights now, like Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. The reason I know that that was a fake boxing match is because A, I used to box when I was a kid, and then B, I used to be a professional wrestler. I loved professional wrestling. I was a trained professional wrestler when I was 18 years old. I was really fucking good. I just didn't stick with it. I like to smoke pot too damn much. Basically, professional wrestling and sports go hand in hand. You can have two fighters fight at 70% and not actually hurt each other and steal your money. When Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor fought, it was a sparring match and they stole your money. Sparring is when two guys get in the ring and train. They don't actually fight full force 100%. So basically, two guys can get in the ring. Let's say Mike Tyson and Roy Jones want to get in the ring and have a fucking 60-year-old man fight. Well, all they have to do is spar and fight at 70%. They can call the whole thing a draw, and they steal your fucking money. And people are going to swear up and down that it's a real fight because they watch them punch each other. You could punch each other, but not knock each other out. You can punch each other, but not knock each other out. I can punch myself so fucking hard right now if I wanted, but it won't knock me out. And if me and another man agreed that we were going to make $10 million a piece, I would let that man punch me, and he would let me punch him. And then we could have the whole thing go down exactly as we want, and none of you fucking idiots would even get it. You would think Jake got punched. He got punched. Now someone's calling me. All right, I'm back. So, I want you guys to realize, just because you see Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather punch each other, and I'm not even wearing gloves. This is my real fist. Just because you see someone punch somebody doesn't mean they're punching with their full fucking force. Just like when you see a wrestler punch another wrestler, they stop just before they make full contact. They still make contact, they just stop. I was trained to throw a punch and then stop at the last fucking second before I destroy someone's face. And before that, I was trained to throw a punch and not stop and destroy someone's face. Every fight I was ever in, I took these bony knuckles, and anytime I ever made contact with anybody, I fucked their face up real good because I have bony fucking hands. They're jagged. And when I hit somebody, it leaves a fucking nasty welt and mark. The only time I didn't fuck people up is when they put gloves on my hands. When they put gloves on my hands, suddenly my punches didn't fucking turn their face into liquid shit. The gloves stop your fist from being a devastating powerhouse. Bony knuckles cause tons and tons of fucking damage when you throw them as hard as you can. When you cover it up with pads and shit, suddenly they don't cause as much damage. So basically what I'm getting at is you could have a professional fucking huge fight where Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather pretend to fight and they're really hitting each other, just not as hard as they can. Do you understand? Is anyone getting the message here? Now, I'm not saying all boxing matches were always rigged, because if you go back and watch some old fights, those guys are trying to kill each other. If you watch a real fight where two men are really trying to hurt each other, you can tell that they're trying to hurt each other. When you watch a staged fight where two men appear to be going 70%, they're stealing your money, is what they're doing. But in professional wrestling, it's okay because it's a show. So you know that they're not actually really trying to hurt each other and they're not in a real fight. So if you go watch professional wrestling, you can watch Stone Cold take on The Rock. When Stone Cold and The Rock go at it, it sells out arenas. Whenever they used to put Stone Cold and The Rock against each other, they would sell out any arena anywhere in the world. And the thing was, we all knew that they weren't actually fighting, but we want to tune in and see the show to see how the show's going to play out. It's the same thing with this election and the last election. It's a show. They're friends. Joe Biden and Donald Trump are professional wrestlers pretending to be in an election. They eat catered meals together. They already know the outcome of the election. There is no real election. It's a professional wrestling match. But everyone seems to think their fucking vote counts. Your vote counts as much as voting for Hulk Hogan to beat Macho Man. And I also have to explain to people that wrestling will sometimes predict the future. In 1989, there was a tag team called the Demolition, and they fought a tag team called the Twin Towers. Yes, a tag team called the Demolition fought a tag team called the Twin Towers in 1989. And people will say, Jake, that's just a coincidence. Sure it is. And they used to run WWE events in Trump's arena. Did you guys know Trump, back when he used to have a casino and stuff, he used to have this arena and they used to have WWE events in Trump's arena? Trump and Vince McMahon go way, way back. There's pictures of Vince and Trump from fucking decades ago, hanging out, being buddies. But everyone acts like Trump is some sort of awesome businessman and he's their buddy, he's your pal, and somehow he just climbed his way up the ranks of politics just being such an awesome businessman. He's a fucking professional wrestler. And you idiots who think politics is real, you just never watched enough professional wrestling to understand it's a fucking show. Because if you would have been watching wrestling, you would be able to see the show. In fact, Trump is part of the show. Oh, this guy's going to try and talk shit. I love when people talk shit about me when I'm making 100% sense. If you didn't go back and watch Donald Trump while he was wrestling, then that means you missed it. I watched Donald Trump when he was doing the professional wrestling. So I know what it looks like to see a man pretend to be in a feud with his best friend. So when I say Donald Trump and Hillary are friends, people go, no, he's not. He hates her. He's going to put that woman in jail. Are you fucking idiots? It's an act. It's professional wrestling. Donald Trump is not going to put Hillary in jail. Is she in jail? No. He said he was going to put that woman in jail. And you know what else? Like Hulk Hogan always said he was gonna do the right thing for his little Hulkamaniacs. And then he became the leader of the NWO. Hulk Hogan was the greatest good guy there ever was. And then he became the leader of the New World Order in wrestling. And guess what? Donald Trump was a Democrat and used to love Hillary and Bill. But then he became a good guy, a Republican. And now he's the president while the NWO is taking over. The NWO is literally taking over right now in real life. Trump is sitting there as your acting president, talking out of both sides of his ass, saying that your vaccine's coming. He's got your vaccine ready and it's safe. Meanwhile, all the Trump supporters are like, he's a good guy. He's on our side. He's a good guy who rose up the ranks and he's going to save us. And of course, anytime I talk bad about Trumpy, people assume I must be voting for Biden. No, all the politicians are professional wrestlers and your vote doesn't count. The whole thing is fucking rigged. Duh, you fucking idiots. But people with their Trump flags, Trump 2020, Trump 2020, Trump 2020, you're rooting for a professional wrestler. You're rooting for Hulk Hogan. You're rooting for Macho Man. You're rooting for fucking professional wrestling, you fucking idiots. The same as your stupid football team. Your football team and your fucking wrestling and your fucking politics are all rigged and they're all bullshit. But no, Trump and Q are saving the children. Did you guys know that Trump was just a guy like me, just a regular dude, and then he just clawed and chewed his way to success? He got past all those dirty, evil people somehow, some way. You know, he never went to Epstein's Island and hung out with him ever. Him and Epstein never did any sort of partying together. He's never touched an underage child in his life. He's the most perfect shining example of what an awesome God should be. And he pretends to be in a feud against his own best friend on professional wrestling TV. And everyone forgets about that. And of course, if I explain any of this, it's because I'm the crazy conspiracy theorist. And I must be voting for Joe Biden, huh? But Jake, if we don't vote for Trump, Joe Biden's gonna win. Yeah, man. Then we better go vote. and make our vote count. Funny how when the Democrats win, all the Republicans say, the vote's rigged. They rigged the vote. Wah! Obama should have never won. Wah! But then when Trump wins, the people stood up and made their voices clear. Yes, Trump won because the people stood up and made their voices heard. The vote is not rigged when Trump wins. But if Biden was to win this next election, I'm not saying he's gonna, but if he does, then all the Republicans are going to go, wah, it was voting fraud, the vote's rigged, wah, they did it to get rid of Trump, wah. Everything that happens is because they're trying to get Trump out of office because he's such a fucking good guy and he loves you so much. Meanwhile, the real good guy who's telling you the truth, I'm just a stupid, no good conspiracy theorist, right? And I'm not a fucking businessman like Trump. So I'm obviously trying to rip you off and confuse you. Meanwhile, your fucking good buddy Trump, who has that super safe vaccine ready for you, the one who's going to expedite that vaccine right up your fucking asshole, yeah, him, he's the good guy. He clawed and chewed his way to the top, being a Hollywood actor and a professional wrestler. That's the way you do it. If you want to get to the top, you have to hang out with pedos and be a professional wrestler and bend over for Hollywood. That's how you claw and chew your way to the top and become the leader of the New World Order. But of course, anything you say about Trump, they have a built-in excuse. Like he literally just said yesterday or the day before, he has this new vaccine coming for us and it's really safe. And when I show that to Trump lovers, they're like, nah, what he's really saying is that he doesn't like vaccines and that he ain't going to give us a vaccine and that he's going to get rid of all the vaccines. No, that's not what the fuck he said. He said he has a vaccine for you and it's safe and he's coming soon. Nah, Trump's exposing the vaccines. That's what he's doing. He's telling us that he's never going to give us a vaccine because vaccines are bad and gross. No, he says he's got one for you and it's safe. Nah, Trump's a good guy. He's fighting the Democrats right now. The Democrats is out there sex trafficking the children, and Trump and Q is down there in the tunnels saving the children. That character that I just did is literally millions of people. Millions of people literally believe Trump's down there in the underground tunnels with the Quanon and they saving the children. Millions of people believe that. Millions. That character I just did is a walking, talking, actual person who's going to vote. Do you guys know what state I live in? I live in California. Do you guys know California is a blue state? It is. In California, no matter who the Democrat candidate is, the Democrat candidate wins. Do you know my state, California, is the most populated state? It is. We got the most people. Do you know that California is worth the most electoral votes? It is. Most populated, it's worth the most electoral votes, and it's automatically a blue state. It's automatically a state for Biden. Automatically. That means my vote doesn't count. That means even if I did love Trump and I went to go vote for him, it wouldn't matter because I live in a blue state. I repeat, I live in a blue state. Now, if you live in a state, let's say like Utah, that's a red state. It's never going to be a blue state. The vote's not even close. So if you live in Utah and you want to vote for Biden, well, then you'd be wasting your time because Trump already has that state locked up. Don't you guys get it that there are certain states that are already blue and already red, and if you live there, then your vote doesn't count? Don't you get it? Even if you vote for the side that's going to win, that side's already going to win, so you wasted your time voting. If I live in a blue state, why would I vote blue? It's already blue. Why would I vote red? It's going to be blue. But I have to explain this to all the fucking retards who still think their vote fucking counts. And guess what? Those same retards, they're gonna watch some Monday Night Football. They're gonna watch Thursday Night Football. Yeah, they're gonna pretend they're in the fucking stands because they're fucking retarded. That's right. So you better get ready. You better hold tight. We got some crappy ass fucking rigged football coming on tonight. Get ready. Ooh, yeah, so get ready. Are you ready for some football? Some rigged ass motherfucking football. The worst fucking football you ever seen. The players don't give a good goddamn. Oh, the BLM is ready. You better hold tight. We got some virtue signaling coming on tonight. I mean, get ready. One more time. I mean, get ready. Are you ready for some football? The BLM is ready for some football. Yeah, get ready for some black national anthem. We about to get this shit started. Oh, yeah, we got the players kneeling. You better hold tight. We got some rigged shitty football coming on tonight. All right. So who you guys taking this season, huh? Who's your team this season? Who's going to win the worst NFL season of all time? The most dog shit championship of all time. Who's going to be the 2020 dog shit football champion? Who do you guys got? We got people saying, I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID. And that's why I'm gonna live forever. Yeah. Hope you guys love the song. I got kicked off of the asshole channel for a week, so I had to post the song here on Journey of Jake. Actually, Journey of Jake is now Jake Gibson. I've rebranded the channel. It's just Jake Gibson. I have a feeling this is going to be the new Jake the Asshole channel because the Jake the Asshole channel is getting absolutely attacked and censored like you guys would not imagine. Absolutely insane shit going on over there on that channel. I can't post comments to people. I can't do anything over there. So basically it's looking like this is going to be the new channel. So I'm going to have to, in a week, go live over there. Debut the song again because a lot of people over there haven't came over and subbed here. So I'm going to have to re-debut the song on the Jake the Asshole channel and then tell them all to come over here. I'm getting away with a lot more shit here on this channel than I am over on the Asshole channel. They have the Asshole channel pegged and it could go down any day. Literally that channel could be gone any day. So we're moving over here pretty much and they're letting me get away with a lot more. In fact, I even have ads running on my videos, and I have videos standing over here that got taken down over there. So I guess this is going to have to be the new Jake the Asshole channel. Speaking of, I think it's about time we take a ceremonial tokus of the bowl. Yeah. Anybody who's 420 friendly, this is the time you want to load up your smoking device. All right. And away we go. Yes, this is something I started doing on this channel. I used to not smoke on camera because I didn't want people to think I was just a dumb pothead. But now I'm to the point where I don't give a fuck anymore. So I just smoke on camera. I've been smoking since I was 17 years old. So if anyone in the chat's like, Jake, you need to get sober and find Jesus. I have not been sober since I was 17. And I've not found Jesus since I was 17. And now I'm 38 years old. So if you got this far watching me and you're subbed to me and you're watching, I've never been sober or found Jesus since you've been watching me. So if you tell me to fucking get sober and stop smoking weed and find Jesus, it's like you're going to tell me to stop being Jake, the guy that you sub to and are watching. People who sub to my channel and watch me for years will be like, Jake, that's the demon's blood. Don't smoke marijuana, be completely sober and read the Bible and find Jesus. And it's like, I've never done any of that on this channel ever. and I drew you to this channel by not doing that, and now you're going to tell me to do that? What do you think that's going to turn me into? So it's like these Bible thumpers come over here and they're like, you've done acid, don't do acid. You've ate mushrooms, don't eat mushrooms. You smoke weed, don't do that. It's like those things made me have more fun than anything in the world. The most fun I've ever had was under the guidance of psychedelic substances, smoking and drinking all night long with my friends. The funnest nights I've ever had in my life involved psychedelic substances. The most fun fucking ever. You know the times that don't even stand anywhere near that? When I'm sober. Yeah, when I'm sober, none of those days were as fun as the times when I was like tripping out with my friends, having the most fun. Josh Kennedy says, fishing on the moon may be my favorite vid of Jake's. Everyone's got a different favorite video. I've put out so much content, such a variety of content. Everyone's got a favorite different video. There's a video where I take my BB gun and I shoot holes in the ground to prove to people that the moon craters don't come from comet impacts. There's flat earth content on my old channel, tons of flat earth content. There's music, there's comedy. I have so much material that I've been putting out there that everyone's got a different favorite video. Everyone. And what I've been trying to prove to everyone, and it came to my realization that I am the most talented motherfucker in the world here in 2020. As the world is turning into zombie slaves right in front of my eyes, all the best entertainers and comedians are sitting around pretending that they're going to die from the boogeyman disease. Meanwhile, I get to step up and say whatever I want, make music, comedy, fucking anything in truth, whatever I feel like doing. And I don't see anyone else doing it at the level I am. I don't think there is another human being alive who tells the truth, sings about it, and makes comedy specials about it. Right now, I have a stand-up comedy special that I've been working on, and I have music that I've aired, and I just sit here and run streams where I tell you guys the truth and level with you like a real person. Who else do you know that does that? And before you even come at me and go, Owen Benjamin, no, he fucking doesn't. He doesn't make music like I fucking make. And he doesn't sit here and talk to you this same way like I do. I've went over to his stream and watched him, and he's like, hey, Bear, let's eat some gravy, Bear. We're going to go to a campground and be bears, and we're going to eat gravy. You want to be part of my gravy campground, Bear? He's not me. So every time anyone fucking says, you should watch Owen Benjamin, I have. He's not funny. I tried. I literally tried for hours, and he never made me laugh. Okay? Even when I watched his stand-up routine, it was terrible. He's like, here's Owen Benjamin's stand-up routine. So I went to Starbucks, and I ordered a coffee, and they asked me what my name is, and I said my name's Penis. And they were like, how do you spell that? Well, P-E-N-I-S. Now you have to say penis when you call my name. That's one of his bits. He went to Starbucks and said his name was Penis. So funny, Owen. Man, I bet you woke up the whole world to the fucking, the fact that the earth isn't a ball by telling him that joke, didn't you? Jeez, man. So I could take his own joke and tell it funnier than him. So his joke is that he went to Starbucks and said his name was Penis. Here's my joke. So I went to Starbucks the other day, and I ordered one of their fucking shitty coffees, and they were like, what's your name? And I looked at the girl and said, my name's Jake the motherfucking titty-sucking asshole, bitch. That's right. And I don't give a motherfucking goddamn about COVID. And if you try to tell me to wear a mask, I'm going to shoot snot rockets all over your motherfucking face and kill you with COVID, even though COVID doesn't exist, slut, bitch, with titty sauce on top and cum juice. That's right. I love you. I want to have sex with your mom and your grandma at the same time. And we want to fill up the fucking lake with cum juice and go swimming in it. And then we're going to eat titty burgers for fucking breakfast inside of the fucking devil's place with Jesus and the devil and Santa Claus and me and the boogeyman and fucking Bugs Bunny and the Easter Bunny are all going to have a fucking orgy. Would you like me to spell that for you? That's how I would tell the joke. See, I would tell, and then they would have to try to put that on the cup, and then they would have to try to repeat that. Wouldn't that be a lot more funny than saying your name is Penice? I think so. Go fucking tell Owen Benjamin to watch me. I've had all you fuckers at one point come tell me Owen Benjamin's so funny. Go tell him to watch me. We'll see who the real fucking funny guy is here. Go over there and tell him over and over again that there's a new funny guy on the block, and it's me. That's right. So again, who do you guys know that has a stand-up comedy special that they just put out and new music, and they go live with you and shoot the shit and tell the truth? The whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you blob. And you can buy this shirt right here. Who else made this shirt? Who else did this for you? Me, because I love you. And here's another thing. That guy sat across from Joe Rogan. Anyone who sits across from Joe Rogan is part of the establishment. Joe Rogan is part of the establishment. I'm tired of guys getting a pass who are part of the establishment. Jake, you should go watch this comedian who's part of the establishment. Why? It's like if you think Dave Chappelle's funny, you're laughing at an establishment comedian who's not even alive anymore. The real Dave Chappelle's dead. So if you think Dave Chappelle today is funny, you're actually a tard who's laughing at an establishment character run by white men. So that's why I am here to be the new captain of comedy. That's right. Tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And I have no reason to lie. They stole my singing job. As I've told you guys, I had an awesome job, professional singing, and it was stolen by the New World Order. So I'm really pissed off about it. And I'm just going to keep swinging back until the day I die. That's kind of my new thing. And so I'm getting sick and tired of people like giving free passes to people like Joe Rogan, Owen Benjamin, or anybody. Oh, Joe Rogan's cool, except that he's part of the establishment, and he had Neil deGrasse Tyson sit across from him and force him into saying that we landed on the moon. Joe Rogan literally had Neil deGrasse Tyson sit across the table from him and like butt fuck him into saying that we landed on the moon. And everyone just totally accepted that. I never did that. Do you guys know that I never sat across from Neil deGrasse Tyson and let him butt fuck me into saying that we landed on the moon? Josh Kennedy says, so will they take our guns? No, dipshit. They're going to let you sit in your bunker and die. Don't you get it? They have you surrounded with towers that they haven't turned to full blast yet. They can poison you with airplanes, spraying whatever the fuck they want out of the back. They can force you to take a vaccine. They don't need your guns, you idiot. They've already got you beaten. They'll let you sit in your bunker with your guns and your food and your good old boy friends talking about we're going to shoot the bad guys. The only people you'll ever shoot with your guns are zombie slaves who are controlled by the NWO. That's the only people you'll ever shoot with your guns, boy, is zombie slaves. It'll be fun, but they aren't going to be the ones at the top. Your guns will never shoot the real bad guys. The ones who are going to exterminate you, you can't kill them. Your guns don't reach that far, good old boy. Oh, you got a big gun? Well, that's cool. Sit on it. Sit on it while they snuff you out. They can turn your water and your electricity off at any point. Did you forget that? They can turn off the whole power grid at any point. Did you forget about that? Then you're going to have to take your gun and go hunting, right? Zombie hunting and animal hunting. But you won't be killing any of the NWO members at the tippy top. Not a single one. So all you people with your guns, they're going to let you keep them. They'll let you keep them. You're going to die with your guns. So be proud to know that that's the way you're going to go. Holding your fucking gun in your bunker with your little ration of food. Oh, you're going to move to the woods? Everyone's got a plan. I'm going to go move to the woods. That's cool. That's actually a nice way to go live out in the forest alone. But you won't stop the bad guys from continuing to take over by going and living in the woods. I thought about that. I'm going to go live in the woods. Fuck all you guys. I'm going to live in the woods. I'm going to just live off the land and fish and hunt animals. The problem is I won't be able to warn you guys about the New World Order, and the New World Order is going to continue bending you over while I'm out there fishing. So if I say fuck all you guys and I go fishing, then that means the New World Order continues to take over and nobody gets to tell you about it. So I get to be the one to tell you about it in this cool fucking hip new way that only I can do, or I can make you think and feel with my voice. I can write songs, I can do comedy bits, or I can be as serious as I need to. I can look right in the camera and dump my heart out to you. And I have no agenda. I wake up every day and I get to decide what I want to do. And today I decided I needed to go live and do this stream. Tony Camp says, and you're still broke and empty. No, I'm not. No, actually, you would be incorrect, buddy. Are you talking to me? Tony Camps, you better make it real clear. Are you talking to me? Are you saying I'm broke and empty? Is that what you're saying? Because if that's what you're saying, you're going in timeout land. So you better fucking speak up and tell me if that's what you're saying. You guys better watch it. I'll turn this whole fucking shit off. I'll turn this whole damn thing off and then just make you sit and listen to me. That's the way it was really meant to be. Awake Soul says, how do you know everything about the NWO, Jake? I don't know everything. I never claim to know everything, stupid. I just know that it's obvious that this is their plan, that they're taking over. They've got the whole world afraid of the boogeyman disease wearing masks, and I'm supposed to act like that's bat soup? No, it's part of their plan. So are you here trying to say it was bat soup, boy? Boom. All right, Lee, you are now a moderator. If you see anybody talking smack, I want you to go ahead and whack them. Brat, brat. I like when people in the chat try and throw me off. Okay, I guess I was... Okay, Tony Camps must have been talking shit about Owen. I didn't know if he was talking shit about me, but I guess it was Owen. Okay. I have not said one thing that was wrong here on this stream. Everything I've tied together was perfect, and nobody else ties it together. I've tied together professional wrestling and politics perfectly, and I'm going to make an updated video where I show you guys all the pictures and all the clips. I know it needs to be done. I have to go back and dig it all up for you guys, and I have to make a nice, polished-up video showing you guys exactly how politics is professional wrestling. They're the same fucking thing. And I got to go back and show you guys how the NFL is rigged. I can show you guys specific plays where players will signal to another player whether to go up or down with the tackle, and then they can juke accordingly or get tackled accordingly. So players can actually, as they're running at each other, like signal to one another like, and then a guy falls down. And you ever just seen a tackler just like fall down, like can't quite make a tackle, just looks like he didn't even try? It's that easy to change the outcome of a game. So you don't even have to have the refs in on it. You just have to have one player fall down. If a defender who's guarding a receiver falls down, then suddenly the receiver's wide open. So all you have to do on any play is just have one guy fall down. And that's how easy it is. And what are you going to do? Say, oh, well, people fall down sometimes, Jake. That doesn't mean it's fake. Yeah, and people can also fall down and it can be fake. See how that works? But Jake, just because people fall down doesn't mean it's fake. Yeah, but sometimes people can fall down and it can be fake. Yeah, but Jake, just because people fall down doesn't mean that the NFL is fake. Yeah, but they could also fall down and it could be fake. See how that fucking argument goes forever? Yeah. All right. Tony Camps. All right, now you got to go. Wah, 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 wah. No, actually, I have a female in my life, and she likes what I do. I just don't reveal her to the world. I don't tell the world who the girl in my life is. I do have a girl in my life. She knows it, and I know it. And there might be the L word involved. Ooh, but I'm not going to tell any of you guys about it. I'm not going to reveal her and let you guys go over there and fuck with her. That's not going to happen. You'll never know who it is. So yeah, your troll comments won't bother me. Anyway, so let's get back to the point here. We got the football starting tonight, and sports are collapsing, and it's fucking wonderful. I think it's great. I think it's great that sports are collapsing. It's fantastic. To see all those overpaid players who don't give a fuck whether they really win or lose go down, boo, the shithole, be forgotten about overnight. Man, these players are going to be forgotten so fast. So fast. Then what are you going to do if you grow up in the ghetto? How are you going to get out now? Are you going to go be a football star? Ooh, can't do that now, can you? That avenue's done. So if you grow up in the ghetto, what are you going to do now? Be a big rapper? Good luck. Everyone's a rapper now. You can just start recording a beat and rhyming, and now you're a rapper. I'm a rapper. You have to compete with me. So what are you going to do if you're a black man growing up in the hood? You going to play football? You going to play basketball? Or are you going to rap? Seems those avenues have been taken from you, Mr. Black Man. But Black Lives Matter, don't they? They matter so much that those avenues that you had before are gone. Wiped out. Good luck. Good luck using your athletic ability to make millions of dollars now. Ooh. Ouch. Did he say that? Is that racist, or is it just fucking true? That all these awesome black athletes who are so fucking stupid and don't know how to think aren't going to be able to make the same money anymore. The next Michael Jordan doesn't get to play high school basketball this season. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You guys see what's happening? Do you see what's happening in the world? All these talented, awesomely athletically gifted athletes who have zero brains suddenly don't matter anymore. Oh, no. Suddenly no one gives a fuck about what LeBron James thinks. Ooh, ouch. Suddenly nobody gives a fuck what any of these guys think anymore because they don't think. They don't have any brains. They sign their brains over to the rich white men who they play their game for. It's the rich white dudes who sign their checks. And all these players with all their abilities, what are they going to do now? What are they going to do now? Where are they going to go? How are they going to survive when all they've been practicing is catching footballs, putting balls into hoops? You've been putting balls into hoops for the last 20 years. What are you going to do now? Huh? You're going to have to learn to swim, boy. Going to have to learn to swim out there in 2020. Can't just keep putting balls in hoops anymore, can we? There's something awesome happening with the boogeyman disease. The most awesome part is watching all the sports collapse and watching all the brain-dead athletes who are so strong and athletically gifted lose their ability to make their big-time paychecks as the whole thing fucking crumbles. Nobody's coming to watch you anymore. Nobody's sitting in the stands anymore. When you look up in the stands, they're fucking empty. Nobody wants to watch any fucking more. Ha 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 ha. That's right. Suddenly guys like me telling the truth will be the new entertainment for people who still have a working brain. Because I'm one of the only ones left who will do it. Sit here and tell the fucking truth. Just for my own shits and giggles. And do you guys know I'm independently funded? I have my own independent funds, and so I'm not doing this for any sort of money anymore. I'm doing this just to swing back at the evil spirits, because this truly is a war between the good guys and the bad guys. And I'm Captain Good Guy. I'm the fucking Captain Good Guy who tells the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you, Bob. Iber Riskenskin says, it's true, most NFL players go broke in a matter of years because they're not smart enough to invest their money. Yeah, that's right. They load up their Bentley with blingity-bling fucking rims and tires and a stereo, and they drive around in like a $300,000 vehicle, which you can never resell and get that money back out of it. Like, and then they're just, yeah, they do stupid things. They'll buy a $50 million mansion that requires like a yearly upkeep of $1 million. And then like they whittle away all their money and then turn around and sell the $50 million mansion for $30 million. They're retarded. Yes, exactly. And that's why they all deserve to lose their jobs. All of them. And all the sports fans are turning away so fast. Even fans I never thought would turn away are turning away. There are so many people who are not interested in watching football and basketball and baseball anymore. So many people are fucking done with it. Even people who aren't conspiracy minded at all, regular Joe who goes to work with his lunch pail and works construction, doesn't want to sit at home and watch the 49ers. Regular Jim Joe Bob in Wisconsin is sick of the fucking Packers this year and doesn't give a fuck about going to Lambeau. That's what's happening right now. That's what the fuck is really happening. I mean, get ready. Are we ready for some football? Woo! Football party. Yeah, we're gonna watch some shitty ass football and pretend that we're in the stands. That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be really shitty. You better hold tight because we got some shitty football coming on tonight. I mean, get ready for some football. All right. Oh, man. So even regular folks are turning away, and anyone still trying to cling to sports. I see some of these sad losers trying to post on social media like, LeBron's going to play basketball tonight, and the Lakers are going to, It's like, nobody gives a shit anymore, dude. You're getting bent over right now by the New World Order. All the mom and pop shops right now, all the mom and pop businesses, brick and mortar, physical businesses are being screwed with, like on a level that can't be fixed. Do you know how many businesses have already shut down and are never coming back? You know how many businesses this winter are going to shut down? Here in California, we got people eating outside because the restaurants aren't allowed to have anyone eat inside, so everyone's eating outside. The weather's nice, so people are going along with it. Come wintertime and when it rains, guess what? Your restaurant doesn't get to make money unless it's takeout only. Ha! All these restaurants are going down so fast. Haircut places, guess what? I stopped getting my haircut. I stopped. I haven't got a haircut in like 2 months. You know why? I stopped giving a fuck. I might never cut my hair again. I might let it grow out like Jesus. I might just have a big ass beard and Jesus hair and wear this fucking captain hat. And that might just be my new thing. You know why? Because I just don't give a fuck in 2020 no more. And nobody gives a fuck no more. It's a new world. It's a brand new world. And I am your personal guide. I am the new George Carlin. I am the new GOAT of comedy. I am the most funny critical thinker you could ever fucking possibly watch in a million billion years. You'll never find another critical thinker who's as funny and intelligent and makes music and has the ability to slap bass. Do you guys know I have the ability to slap bass like Claypool and Flea? Just like those guys. I have that ability. So I have the ability to slap a bass, sing, rap, make music, comedy, and I'll shoot it straight from my heart and tell you guys the truth without holding back. And I'm not going to go tell you to buy like any weird products or anything. I'm not going to tell you, hey, go buy this pill that will make you live longer and your dick bigger. I'm not going to do that. I'll say, hey, here's a shirt. If you want this shirt, you can get it on Teespring. It's proud to be coronavirus-free shirt. You know, I'll do that. But I'm not going to say like, oh, I have this pill that's going to give you longevity. And like Alex Jones always sells all these health products. That's how you can tell a gatekeeper shill is if they're selling a bunch of fucking health products that don't actually work. Here, I'm going to put my coronavirus-free listing in the chat. I do want to sell you guys shirts because these actually do make a difference. And they help keep me afloat too. There you go. Boom. Anyone want a shirt? There it is. Boom. Proud to be coronavirus free, so you can be within 6 feet of me. Yes, I'm proud to be coronavirus free. Got a box and a check mark. Can't you see? Yes, I'm proud to be coronavirus free. Yes, I'm proud to be coronavirus free. Box and a check mark, bitch. See? So you can get one of those at Teespring. All right. So it's this new thing. It all happened to me this year. I realized this is the year that I get to break free and be the most ultimate awesome person I was ever meant to be. And while the whole world is sinking, I'm going to fucking swim. I'm going to be the captain of the boat, and I'm going to show you guys how to fucking swim even without a boat. How to stay afloat. As the whole world dies, I'm going to be your guiding voice, pointing at all the bullshit, pointing at the zombie slaves, telling you all the truth as I see it. And you can take this information and do whatever you want with it. You really can. You can take all this information and decide I'm full of shit and I don't know what I'm talking about. Or you can take this information with it and look into any of it. Decide for yourself. And with that said, let's take another puff for Rooski. Let's take another puff for Rooski. Let's take another puff. Let's take another puff. Let's take another puff for Rooski. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kind of an ashy hit. Might have to load up another one. Ugh. Kind of ashy. I used to have a big old bong, but the problem with having a big old bong is it's a countdown until it falls over. And then you don't have a bong no more. So no matter how good of a glass bong you buy, it's a countdown until you or one of your friends knocks it over. Where you go to cleaning it's a lot of times how I've broken them. I try to go clean the bong, and then at some point it falls into the sink, and that's the end of it. Someone says, be careful then. No, it doesn't matter. You can be careful. What I'm saying is a glass bong only lasts for so long because it's a countdown before someone knocks it over. It doesn't have to be you. One of your friends or somebody will eventually knock it over. I should probably get one of those unbreakable ones, huh? I think that's what I need to do. Now people are going to hit me up. There's unbreakable ones. Blah, blah. I know. I never owned an unbreakable one, obviously. And it takes away from my joke. The joke is that if you own a glass bong, you're on a countdown to knocking it over. If you think you know the truth, you're kidding yourself. None of us know the truth yet. Yeah, well, you know what? Shut up. That's what I say. Because I do know the truth on some things. Like I know that nobody walked on the moon, and I know that the ISS is not up in space shooting around 17,000 miles an hour, that's not real. So that's the truth. And if I was to say no one's ever walked on the moon, you can't say you don't know the truth. Nobody knows the truth. The truth is unknowable. Actually, the truth is knowable, and I do know some truth. I know a lot of truth, and what I'm saying is truth. So fuck you. All right. So let's take another puff for Rooski. Let's take another puff for Rooski. If you want me to take a puff for Rooski, hit the thumbs up button right now. I want to see thumbs up button hitting right now, and I'm going to take another puff. And if you don't, then I'm not. And if I don't take another puff, you guys are going to be in some fucking trouble. Hit that damn thumbs up right now. Right now! I'll do it, but I need the thumbs. Otherwise, I won't do it. If you don't thumbs me up right now, then I'm not doing this. And I'll shut this motherfucker off right now. And I'll never come back ever again. I should do that on every stream. Threaten you guys. I'll never come back ever again if you don't hit the thumbs up and fucking send this to your sister and shove it up her twat right now, bitch. You better hit the thumbs up, brother. If you don't hit the thumbs up, brother, then I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna shove this bowl right up your sister's twat. And if you don't got a sister, brother, then I'm gonna shove it up your brother's twat, sister. Ooh, yeah, brother. Let me tell you, brother, what's gonna happen, brother. I'm gonna be your brother and I'm gonna find your sister and I'm shoving this up her twat. Ooh, yeah. And away we go. How many of you guys used to watch wrestling? Did you guys ever used to watch wrestling? All right. I used to watch a lot of wrestling. That's how I can tell when shit is fake. I used to watch tons of pro wrestling. So when I see fake sports, when I see fake fights, I can tell that it's fake because I used to watch a lot of pro wrestling. It's really that simple. If you grew up watching professional wrestling, there were certain wrestlers who were really good at making it look real. So even if you knew they weren't really fighting, there were wrestlers. Bret the Hitman Hart, he could throw punches that looked like he was really hitting someone in the face, but he would stop right at the last second. And he never hit anybody in the actual face, but he could make his punches look real. And all his choke holds and all his holds were like real wrestling holds, and they look so real. There were guys who were really good at making it look like they were actually in there fighting. And then there were guys who were really good at promos. Hulk Hogan is the greatest promo man of all time. Nobody can do a promo like Hulk Hogan. There was a time where he was on steroids and he used to do rails of cocaine, and he would be like, "Oh yeah, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Let me tell you, brother, you need to eat your vitamins. You better eat your brother vitamins, brother. And if you don't brother your vitamins, oh, listen to your mother, brother. I'm going to find you little Hulkamaniacs, and I'm going to force my vitamins down your brother's throat. So you better say your prayers, and you better listen to your mother. Ooh, yeah, that's right. You better fear God, brother, and you better do what's right, and you better watch the Hulkster tonight, and you better buy my lunch pail, and you better buy my shirt, brother. Ooh, tell your mother to be your brother and to buy my merchandise. Ooh." And it was like he sold out arenas around the fucking world, and he was bigger than the business that employed him. He was literally bigger than the professional wrestling industry, to where he was the only guy people wanted to see, and they were forking over their money to see Hulk Hogan, and everybody else was just like, who gives a fuck, whatever. And then he turned into the leader of the New World Order. He did. He went from being the greatest good guy to the greatest bad guy. And if you go watch Hulk Hogan NWO heel turn, Hulk Hogan NWO heel turn, and it's right here on YouTube. You can see the day when he turned from good guy Hulk Hogan to bad guy Hulk Hogan. People lost their mind and threw shit in the ring and filled the ring up with trash. They threw beers all over him while he was in the ring, and he gives the greatest promo of all time about how he doesn't give a fuck about the fans anymore. It's a promo that nobody could ever give, and it cements him as being the greatest promo man of all time. Hulk Hogan went from being a good guy to a bad guy, and he did it in one instant. He turned his back on his best buddy and Macho Man and did some leg drops, and then he announced, "Fuck you, I'm part of the New World Order, and I'm a bad guy now." And the fans threw so much trash in the ring, it filled the ring up with trash. He was hit with like 30 beers. You guys should go check that out when you get the chance, preferably after this stream, or you could open up a little side window and watch it right now. In fact, I think I'm just going to fucking find it for you guys and put it in there. And you should watch this on the side. It's pretty awesome. Let me look it up. Hulk Hogan heel turn. Oh, yes.
Ad has been dental.
Let me copy this. All right. So I don't want you guys to completely abandon the stream here, but I want you to watch this in a separate window if you can. If you can watch this video in a separate window, I just posted Hulk Hogan's heel turn. And you guys might think like, Jake, I don't care about pro wrestling. It's fake. Fucking watch what I just posted there. It's the good guy, the greatest good guy there ever was, who turns into the greatest bad guy there ever was, and watch the way the fans react. The New World Order came out in wrestling before it came out here in real life so openly. Right now, the boogeyman disease, the mask wearing, everybody bending over, the business is all collapsing. That's the New World Order taking over here now. But before all this, in wrestling, there was a New World Order, and it was Hulk Hogan, and it was Kevin Nash, also known as Diesel, and Razor Ramon, also known as Scott Hall. So Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash started this rebel group called the New World Order. And basically, it was like the New World Order was going to take over professional wrestling. And it was a storyline, and it's conditioning for what was to come in the future. Just like in 1989, there was a tag team match between the Demolition and the Twin Towers. It's conditioning for what's to come. Just like Vince McMahon and Trump are best buds, but they pretended to be enemies. They pretended to fight. So when I tell people Donald Trump is a professional wrestler, he's got in the ring and thrown a clothesline and pretended to fight, they go, nuh-uh, you're stupid. You're just a conspiracy theorist. Meanwhile, you can literally go watch Trump in the ring throwing a clothesline at Vince McMahon. If you get in the ring with Vince McMahon and he lets you throw a clothesline and then he falls and pretends to be hurt, you are now a professional wrestler. It doesn't matter if that's the only move you ever do. If you get in the ring on WWE television and you participate in a fake move and the owner of the company falls down and pretends to be hurt, that means you're a professional fucking wrestler. If Trump is your boy, you are a fan of a professional wrestler. And I know you think he's a good guy. It's because that's his part. He's the good guy. And he used to be a bad guy. He used to be friends with Hillary Clinton and be a Democrat. But then he turned into a good guy. And now he doesn't like that woman and wants to put her in jail. It's a script. It's a Hollywood script. Who's following along? Who's following along? If you guys go back and fact check anything I've said, it's 100% dead on. All the stuff I've tied in with professional wrestling, if you don't believe it, it's so easy to go find. Just type in Trump versus Vince McMahon, and you can go back and watch the entire thing. They're friends pretending to be enemies. And people who love Trump are going to be like, that's because he's a good businessman, and he's such a good actor. Trump's a good guy. He's a professional wrestler, and you are a hillbilly. Trump's a good guy, and he's your friend, and he's trying to fight for free speech, and he loves you. You are a hillbilly who loves professional wrestling. And the thing is, that character that I can slip in and out of, Trump 2020, he's a good guy. That is millions of people who are registered voters who think they're making a difference. And if you talk shit about these people, they get mad and assume you're voting for Biden. Well, you must be voting for Biden. I don't vote. Voting is for zombie slaves who think that voting matters. But if you don't vote, then Biden will win. Are you ready for some football? Woo, it's about game time. You guys ready for kickoff? Did they kick off the new season yet? I don't even know. Is it about game time? Can't wait for that first penalty to hit the fucking ground. Ooh, yeah, bring it back 10 yards. Try to run a play. Bring it back 10 yards. Oh, you hit somebody. Bring it back 10 yards. Oh, you think you're going to have your helmet touch another player's body? Bring it back 10 yards. Helmets aren't allowed to touch nothing. That's right. Oh, you touched a quarterback? You breathed on a quarterback? Bring it back. That's a penalty. No touching quarterbacks. No touching quarterbacks allowed. Oh, you sneezed while you was on the football field? Put that man in quarantine. Motherfucker sneezed while he was on a football field. We got an illegal sneezing going on. Trying to kill everyone. Trying to kill my grandma. We're going to have to throw a 15-yard penalty. We got an accidental sneeze going on, but it probably could have been purposeful. No one will know. Let's quarantine that man and throw him off the field right now. Imagine while you're calling in the huddle, and then you go out to call the play, and you're like, Blue, 42, your mama is a big fat Jew. And then they, timeout. No, we have to take this man off the field. He just sneezed. He's showing signs of the boogeyman disease. Got to get him off the field, quarantine him right now. And then you have to bring in a new player. That's right. If you sneeze or you cough out on the football field, not only is it a flag, you're ejected from the game, and then you have to go get tested, and then you could miss the rest of the season. And that is actually going to happen. Are you ready for some football? Woo! Are you ready for some football? Yeah, that's right. Can you imagine getting the sniffles in Lambeau while you're playing football in 10 below? Whoa. Everybody gonna think you got the boogeyman disease. So now you can't play football the very next week. Yeah. Ooh, wow. I wonder how much I can do this before I get censored. And I haven't seen anybody throw any money in the super chat yet. And I've fucking told you the truth for an hour and 23 minutes. And nobody has even sent me $1. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The other day, me and my friend Thomas, we got drunk while we were releasing the new song. And we got several donations. Yes, Dave Sims, I'm there. I'm there. No, I'm here. Are you there or are you here? Are you a big fat juicy queer? Are you there? Am I here? Are you a big fat juicy queer? Scott Goriup says, I bought a shirt 5 minutes ago. Bro, here's the thing. Even sheep, even people who think that boogeyman disease is real, love the shirt and they want to know where you got it. And then when you tell them you didn't buy it at Walmart, that you get it on Teespring, then they get scared and then they go, oh, wait, never mind. So people will ask me, "Oh, I like your shirt. Where'd you get that?" And it's like, I made it. They go, "Oh," and then they don't like it anymore because I told them that I made it. That's how fucking stupid people are. Girl behind the counter is like, "That's so funny. I want one. Where'd you get that?" I make them. I sell them online. And she goes, "Oh," and then she didn't even want to know where to get it at that point. She didn't even want it. It's like if it's not at Walmart or Target, then they don't want it. Fuck you, stupid lady. It's like, I like your shirt. Yeah, I'm the one who makes them. That'll be $2.08. Please leave. But anyway, that's it right there. And then if they ask you, how do you know if you're boogeyman disease free? You tell them you got a box and a check mark. That's how you know. Oh, fumbled. I had to go get the ball. It was a fumbleia. I want to remind people who are new to the stream that you can't go watch Pee-wee football no more the way you used to. So all the kids are afraid they might die. The parents are afraid they might die. So you can't go watch real football like Pee-wee football, high school football, college football. All that shit's being canceled around the country. It's dying. So the real football, where the plays are real and the games actually count and are fucking real as close as it can be, yeah, that's going away. But you know what you're still going to get? You're going to get some rigged ass football. You're gonna get some shitty ass football, yeah. Ooh, that's right. I'm Jake and I'm here to tell you that we're getting it started. Yeah, boy. So you better get ready. You better hold tight because we got some Thursday night shitty football tonight. Ooh, everybody in the chat. One more time, get ready. Everybody get ready. You know it's time to get ready for some motherfucking football, some rigged ass, shitty ass football. Yeah, the players don't give a shit no more. They smile when they lose and they're retarded. Yeah, that's right. They're gonna kneel and virtue signal tonight. Is everyone ready for some Monday night fight? Get ready. Woo, yeah, get ready for some virtue signaling while you're watching some football. Whew. Yes. And then some of you guys over there who live across the pond, you guys watch soccer and you guys like to pretend like that lame ass shit is like any better. Oh, Jake, over here we don't watch American football. We watch Manchester United. We watch Manchester United. We watch men floozy around, kicking balls around when everybody falls on the ground and cries like a baby if they get kicked in the shins. And then we celebrate when the whole thing ends in a 0-0 tie. Oh, did you hear Manchester United took on the Liverpool and they tied 0-0? Let's go eat a fucking crumpet. Yeah, no, we don't watch that here. Did you hear that Liverpool almost upset Manchester United? Good thing, radio, that it was a 0-0 tie. Right? And they're supposed to act like that's the same as the American football. Like, no. If you go back and watch 1990s American football, it was the shit. It was like gridiron gladiator shit. And then people are like, oh, well, then look at rugby. They don't even use pads. Yeah, well, the players in the NFL are so big and strong that if they don't use pads, somebody's going to murder somebody on the field. They're going to run over somebody and die. So they have to use these pads because they're so big and fucking huge. So basically, the sport in and of itself is awesome. It just became terrible. It became unwatchable. It is now atrocious. It is now unwatchable, man. Who's really going to sit there for 3 hours and watch that shit tonight? Any of you guys going to watch that shit They're calling football for 3 hours tonight where the players don't give a hot damn. The players could lose on the final play and walk off slapping each other's asses and exchanging jerseys and fucking sticking their tongue in each other's ear. Good game. Good game. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad I lost. I'm so glad you won. No. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. Back in the day, there were coaches that were pissed off when they lost. And they didn't even want to go shake hands. They were like, fuck, I have to shake this fucker's hand. Fuck this. Urgh. Now the coaches are like, let's get together and have gay sex. Yay. Hate it. This is what it became. This is what football is now. It's bullshit. And fuck you, Dan Marino, for never giving me a Super Bowl championship. Fucking asshole. If you'd have just fucking completed a few more passes, man. God damn it. Fucking asshole Dan Marino. If I could have got one championship when I was a kid and experienced the glory of winning a Super Bowl, but no, I have to watch Tom Brady win 20 of them. Fuck you, NFL. Can't wait till you guys fucking die. Hope Tom Brady gets his fucking head taken off. I really do. First play, first game. Hope he fucking dies on the field. Fucking Marino, you asshole. Like I would cry. I was a kid. It's like he just couldn't win. He was on the Dolphins and they just didn't have the right team. And I had to watch Tom Brady come along afterwards and win 20 times in a row. Please. It's terrible. I hate you. Hate you, Tom Brady. And I hate the fucking coach over there in New England. Bill, fucking hate you. Can't wait till the whole thing collapses. None of you assholes are making a check anymore. It's going to be awesome. The whole thing's going down. You're going to be forgotten. Nobody's going to care anymore. All your championships are going to be fucking meaningless. No one cares anymore. Ha ha. No one cares anymore. Your championships are meaningless. Ha ha. Your banners are meaningless. That's right. I grew up loving Dan Marino, and now I can say, fuck you, Dan Marino. Fuck all you guys. Stealing my money. Stealing my childhood. Can't wait till the whole damn thing goes up in shit flames. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. People are like, damn, Jake, tell us how you really feel. That's what we do here. We tell us how you really feel. Yeah, these diehard fans are walking away in groves. Chuck the Canuck says these diehard fans out there, a.k.a. zombies, even the zombies aren't watching no more. Even the zombies are tired of this shit. Even the zombies can tell that when players start sitting out, that the games aren't going to mean as much. Even the zombies know that if there's nobody in the stands to cheer, that the players aren't going to try their hardest. Even the fans who aren't woke are walking away. They don't really want to sit and watch virtue signaling. Do you know the NBA is trying to shove BLM down your throat? Like the NBA thinks that you want BLM shoved in your asshole. So if you're not a BLM person, like you're just a casual Joe Blow who wants to watch dudes stick a ball in a hoop, you're turned off. So if you're Joe Blow, casual, want to watch a dude stick a ball in a hoopy, you don't want to watch the NBA shove a BLM dick inside your fucking eye sockets, right? Do you want the NBA to shove BLM penises into your eyeball sockets? Is that really what you want to watch? Most people don't. So even people who have no idea what's going on in the world are turning off their television sets when it comes to sports because they don't want to have their eyeballs raped. And so the ad revenue is going to shut down and the attendance is obviously not going to be there. So how are these billionaires going to keep these sports organizations running at the same level? Answer is they're not. They're not. But everyone thinks all that stuff is going to come back and be stronger than ever one day. The funniest comedians from 2019 are sitting at home doing terrible podcasts. Unwatchable, terrible podcasts. For instance, a guy like Norm Macdonald, who belongs on stage in front of a packed house, is now doing a terrible podcast where he just goes, I'm sitting here in my house. I'm doing a podcast. I can't perform stand-up in front of people, so I'm doing a podcast now. The best rock and roll bands, they're sitting at home. They can't perform for arenas. So all they can do is make digital music videos. So live music is dying a slow, nasty death. Actually, it's really fast. It's a fast death. Because I was a professional singer, and then in March 12th, 13th, all my gigs vaporized, all of them, and never came back. And so I was a professional singer. And then I look at guys who are also entertainers. I know guys who are playing guitar for a living. Their job is gone. I know guys who I heard a story in my comments where a guy climbed the ranks in his town as the piano man, and he got this awesome gig as being the professional piano man at a ritzy upscale hotel where you make a good amount of money in tips and pay, and you get to perform for a nice crowd each night. And all his gigs vaporized. The hotel said, we can't have you here anymore because we don't have entertainment. Don't call us. We'll call you. Bye-bye now. So from the low-level local musicians all the way to the tippity-top musicians, nobody's out on tour like playing huge packed arenas or houses anymore. There are still some concerts happening, but they're a lot more far and few. So anyone who tries to argue me, I just went to a show the other night, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I do know what I'm talking about, because I saw Kiss play for 10,000 people at the beginning of March, and then by the end of March, the whole entire tour shut down, and you can't go watch anything with 10,000 people now. So don't try and fucking tell me I don't know what I'm talking about or that I'm wrong when I'm definitely right about this. I was singing professionally, not here on YouTube. I had given up YouTube, singing professionally and doing quite well. And in 2 to 3 days in March, it was like March 11, 12, and 13, all my fucking gigs vaporized because they won't allow me to go into a nursing home and sing because they're locking the doors down and keeping them in a prison. Not just me, the entertainer, their family and friends too. Yes. So they locked up all the nursing homes and they don't allow anyone to come in and talk to them or entertain them anymore. And that was my job. And I made $75 to $100 an hour doing it. And I live very well doing it. And it was gone that fast. And people are like, oh, well, go fill out an application and go work somewhere else. Fuck you. This is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to be this guy. And I'll be independently funded. And I'm going to be this guy telling the truth like this forever. That's what's going to happen now. And that's what has been happening. So in a way, I can thank the evil spirits for picking a fight with me, because that's why I'm here talking to you guys right now, is the evil spirits want to fight, and it's a battle between good and evil, what's going on right now. And that's what brings me back here, is because the evil spirits stole my most wonderful, amazing job singing for the elderly. And if anyone thinks my story is bullshit, I have video of me singing for the elderly. I sang 30 shows a month easily. I had to turn down shows because I was singing all the time. I would lose my voice from time to time singing so much. And it was awesome. So if anyone thinks that my story is somehow bullshit or I'm making it up, I can shove the truth right up your fucking ass real easy. Jibby Jedi says the trick is to be both good and evil. No, I disagree. I think it's all about being good right now. That's why I'm out here swinging so hard, making music, comedy, truth videos, talking to you. In fact, do you guys know that over on the Asshole channel, I'm barred for a week? That's why I'm over here on this channel right now. It's because the Jake the Asshole channel is shut down for a week because I posted a video of people here in California eating outside. People in California are eating outside because you're not allowed to go inside the restaurants and eat. So I showed a video of that, a 1-minute video. The Jake the Asshole channel gets hit with a strike for impersonation, which doesn't make any sense. And then I appeal it. I lose within 24 hours, my appeal. And then they shut down my ability to post over there. So I was going to debut the new song over on the Jake the Asshole channel, of course, but I couldn't. So I had to debut it here. So it looks like I'm just going to have to move everything over here and then stretch out across a bunch of new platforms. But just so you guys know, yeah, I'm getting attacked over there on the main channel, and they have that channel marked for death, it appears. If I even upload a video, they minus 50 subs. The second I upload a video over there, they'll minus 50 subs, and then they'll shut the view count down. Last time I uploaded a video, it was stuck on 0 views for like 20 to 30 minutes. It said 0 views. Meanwhile, there's 20 comments and like 25 thumbs up, and people are like, what the fuck? How come it says 0 views? And then it finally said 1 view. After like an hour, it was like 1 view. And then after a bunch of people in the comments were pointing out that the views like aren't making any sense, then the views finally start going up. And it's like, everyone always sticks up for YouTube and says, oh, they're just making sure that the views are legit. It's like, dude, no, they're freezing it up, dude. They're freezing it. They aren't correcting it and making sure it's legit. I got 39,000 subs over there, and only 2,000 people are fucking watching. And every time I upload a video, they immediately minus subs, like 30 to 50. And people are going to say, that's because no one likes your new stuff. No, the approval rating is off the chain. The approval rating on all my new stuff for the last 2 weeks has been off the chain, like almost all thumbs up. Look in the comments. People are digging it. I'm only getting like a fraction of my audience actually watching, and it's YouTube shadow banning me, unsubbing people, keeping people from seeing it to where only the most hardcore people keep up, and you have to go out of your way to keep up. And I'm not the only one that's had this happen. A lot of channels have had this happen. I see channels with 1 million subs who can only get 10, 20,000 views. I see channels with 10,000 subs who can barely even make 1,000 views. They're cutting down all of our audiences. Anyone who's not part of towing the company line and pushing the mainstream narrative, anyone who's not part of their system, anyone who speaks against the system, basically your revenue gets shut down, your audience gets censored, your ability to reach your audience gets censored, I should say. So basically, I'm over here running this stream because I've been booted off of my other channel for a week for filming people eating outside, and then B, I got booted off of Facebook because I called my white friend a honky. I got booted off of Facebook for 3 days because I called my white friend a honky. And they said that was hate speech. And so I can't tell people to come join this stream on Facebook because I said honky. I'm a white guy. I can't say honky? Doesn't that break the rules of like black guy gets to say nigga, but white guy can't say honky? How does that work? I don't like that shit. So anyway, I keep getting kicked off of places just for telling the truth, and even for saying things that are just regular funny things. Yeah, I actually have screenshots to prove that I got kicked off of Facebook for 3 days for calling my white friend a cracker ass honky. And that's the thing I even think I'm going to make a song about it. And here's the hook. It goes, I got kicked off of Facebook for 3 days for calling my white friend a cracker-ass honky. Kicked off of Facebook for 3 days because I called my white friend a cracker-ass honky. I can't post for 3 days because I called my white friend a cracker-ass honky. I cannot post for 3 days because I called my white friend a cracker-ass honky. I can't post for 3 days because I called my white friend a cracker-ass honky. I cannot post for 3 days because I called my white friend a cracker-ass honky. So there you go. That's going to be the new groove, and it's actually 100% true. I'm not on Facebook right now because of that. So I think I need to get with my musical partner, Thomas Scott, and we need to write a song about how I got kicked off of Facebook for saying honky. I did. Well, cracker-ass honky, to be specific. And the fact that it rhymes, I'm not allowed to post on Facebook for 3 days because I called my white friend a cracker-ass honky. It rhymes. It's perfect. It was meant to be. I'm hoping that YouTube lets me say cracker-ass honky because I am a cracker-ass honky. And if you are a cracker-ass honky, you should be able to say cracker-ass honky, right? Isn't that why black guys are allowed to call each other nigga, but I'm not allowed to because I'm not a nigga. But if I'm a cracker-ass honky, should be able to call myself and my white brothers cracker-ass honkies if we're playing by the same rules. Yes, that's correct. Don't everybody agree with me? You have to agree with that. My lawless is flogic. My lawless is so flogic that you have to agree with it. Jibby Jedi says you can blend in with them by dropping codes. They don't have every member on a list. Sure, man, whatever you say. I think it's about time we take another puff for Brewski. Hey, Brewski. It's time we take a puff for Brewski. Get your bowl out and load it on up, cause it's time we's about to blaze it up. Yeah, I rhymed up with up cause I'm cool. I always rhyme up when I'm swimming in a swimming pool. Up with up and down with down, and it's time to smoke some weed like a crazy clown. That's right, I always smoke weed like I'm a crazy clown. That's what I do. We ready? Everybody ready? And hit that thumbs up button right now if you want me to take a hit. Hit the thumbs up button if you want me to take a hit. Hit the thumbs up button if you want me to take a hit right now. I ain't going to take a hit, and I'm going to shut this shit down if y'all don't hit the thumbs up right now. If you already hit the thumbs up, then don't worry, you cool. All the new people who haven't hit the thumbs up, or I'm not going to take a hit. I'm going to end the stream right now, and I'm going to fucking come to your house and pee on your rose bushes. And if you don't have a rose bush, I'm going to pee all over your fucking Honda. And if you don't have a Honda, I'm going to find whatever car you drive and I'm going to pee on it. So if you don't want me to pee on your car, you don't want me to shut the stream down, and you want me to take a hit, hit the like button right now. And if you already hit the like button, you're cool. Don't hit it again because then it'll unlike it. And that will piss me off, and then I'll come to your house and fucking pee on your car or your rose bushes, whichever is more convenient. You got that? All right, here we go. For shizzy, my nizzies, I love smoking whizzle through my bizzle with all my nizzies, because whizzle tastes gizzle, don't you a grizzle? If you don't a grizzle with me, then you're not one of my nizzies. All my nizzies like to smoke whizzle through their bizzle. They like to light it up with their lizzle. You guys want to spark some whizzle through our bizzles? Because we're all a bunch of white honky-ass nizzles. There's probably some black guy watching who's like, did he say nizzle? Man, I'm mad. You ain't allowed to say nizzle. If I see you, I'm going to beat your ass because you said nizzle. I can't say nizzle? It's not even a word that existed until I made it up. Or did Snoop make that one up? Fuck. If Snoop makes it up, am I allowed to say it or no? Fuck. I don't know the etiquette anymore. It's just too confusing. My goal is to break down racism by proving that it's all bullshit. For instance, I can say, I love black people so much because I fucking hate them. What are you gonna do? Tell me I don't love them so much because I fucking hate them? I know I love them so much. And the reason is because I fucking hate them. And if you try to tell me I'm racist because I love them so much, I'm gonna tell you no, I'm not racist because I fucking love black people. So much so that I hate them. What are you gonna do? Tell me I'm wrong? I'm allowed to love them. I'm allowed to wish I was black. Do you guys know I wish I was black? I wish I was a 7-foot tall black man with an 8-foot tall dick. And people say, that's racist. You're not allowed to wish you were a 7-foot tall black man with an 8-foot tall dick. Why not? That's what my wish is. And the fact that it won't ever come true is depressing. And people are like, you're racist for wishing that you were a 7-foot tall black man with an 8-foot tall dick. And it's like I can't ever make it come true. So it's very depressing. See how this works? And the reason is because black people are better than me and you. And that's why their life matters. That's the reason why I love them so much. Jibby Jedi says, you are blacker than D Marble. I am. I identify as black. And the thing is, I don't like the fact that I can't be black. And if I try and paint myself with black paint, then people think I'm racist. When all I'm trying to do is just be black because I love them so much. That's the fucked up thing about being white, is if you paint yourself black, everyone assumes you're being racist and that you hate black people. When you love black people so much that you want to be one. I wish I had a big fat black man's dick, but I don't. And it really fucking sucks. And the fact that I don't, and I wish I did, makes people think I'm racist. It's a terrible thing. Don't you get it? Like, I was born with a tiny white man penis, and I wish I had a big, huge black man's penis, and I love black people so much, and I can't paint my face and pretend to be a black person, because then they'll think I'm racist. It's fucking terrible, and I hate it. There's no way around it. So I'm stuck here being a cracker-ass, white-ass honky, and I hate it. I wish I wasn't. I really wish I wasn't a cracker-ass white honky. It sucks. Every day I wake up and I wish I could dance, and I don't have the ability. Yeah. If I try and dance, here's what happens. That's it. That's my moves. I'm a stupid freaking white guy. I'm a freaking white guy. Here are my dance moves. Da, da, da. Black guys don't do that. That's what sucks about being a white guy, is that I have no ability to dance. I can sing, and I can rap, and I can slap a bass, and I can do comedy. I can do all these things, but I can't dance. If I don't have a microphone in my hand, here's my dancing ability. Yankee Doodle is my name. I was born on the 4th of July. So whenever a woman comes up and wants to dance with me, I don't have any black man dancing ability. And so instead, it's like this terrible thing that happens. Women want to dance with me because they think because I can sing and because I'm funny that must mean I'm able to dance. No. See, the problem is every time a good-looking woman comes up to me and wants to dance, here's what happens. They're like, hey, I saw you sing that song. You want to dance? And I'm like, okay. And then we walk out on the dance floor, and then she looks at me, and she starts to shake her butt and do all this stuff. And then when she looks at me, I'm like, here's my dancing moves. This is how I dance. And then they're like, I'm gonna go over here now. Yeah. I can't dance. I can't dance. Oh, just can't dance. I'm pretty much awesome at all the other things, though. I can sing, and while I'm singing, I can move as if I can dance. I can pretend to be people and move and pretend like I can dance. But when you take the microphone out of my hand, and I'm not the one singing it, and you want to dance with me, oh fuck, I can't do it. And you know what's even worse? Oh, we got to do that slow dancing. Slow dancing, swaying to the music. Slow dancing, turning around in a small circle. Slow dancing, turning in a small circle. Let's turn in a small circle, turning around in a small circle. We're gonna keep turning around in a small circle. Yes, we are. Maybe do a little twist. No. Turn around in a circle really slow. Turn around in a circle. Here we go. Every slow dance I've ever been in. That was it. Just turning around in a nice slow circle. Yeah. When a man loves a woman, he turns around in a real slow circle with her. Oh, they dance and they turn in a slow circle. When a man loves a woman, well, he puts his hands on her hips and he puts her arms around his neck. And then they turn in a slow circle. When a man loves a woman, they make an agreement with the state. Yes, they do. And when that relationship doesn't work out, the man usually loses more than half his shit. When a man loves a woman, he usually gets tired of loving her after a while. And then he wants to sleep with some other bitch, like maybe her better looking sister. When a man loves a woman, ooh, all that shit I said just happens. That's right. When a man loves a woman. Do you guys remember when going around in a little circle with the girl that you like was the thing you wanted to do the most? I want to go to my school dance, and I hope Sally asks me to dance or I ask her to dance, and then we can go around in a small circle. Oh, yeah. I remember the first time I danced with Sally. She told me if I dance real slow, I might get to touch her in her no-no zone. Ooh. And then we drove to the top of Mount McFuckalot, and we looked down on our little suburban town, and we had ourselves a kiss up on Makeout Mountain. And we went to fucking TV sitcom high school, and we were the graduating class of Saved by the Bell. And it was so fucking awesome. Whoa, what just happened? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? I see people in the chat like it though. See, that's my new form of comedy. that nobody in the world is doing but me. And I realize that I am the new funniest motherfucker in the world. And the reason is because the world is turning into a bunch of zombie slaves, and I'm not. And my mouth is so big, I can point it out louder and more creatively than anyone in the fucking world. Which is why I just did all that shit I just did off the top of my fucking head, and no one else has that ability right fucking now. Ooh. Who watched Jim Carrey when he was a kid? Me. Me. Don't you see this right here? I can do all those fucking faces. All of those. All the faces. I can do the faces. The funny characters you grew up with, I grew up with those funny characters too. Do you guys remember those two fucking cartoon dudes who thought everything sucked? Hey, butthead. Yeah. This sucks. Yeah. Hey, Beavis. Everyone in 2020 sucks. Yeah, I know. It's like they want me to wear a mask. It's like, fuck you. No way. No way. I'm not wearing a mask. Yeah. Wearing a mask sucks. Yeah. I want to set these people on fire. Want to set these people on fire. Yeah. Want to set these people on fire. Settle down, Beavis. You can't just set people on fire in 2020. You'll be known as a terrorist. What's a terrorist? A terrorist is like a person who like tells the truth. Ooh. Ooh, how did I just do that? How did I just channel that fucking energy from nowhere? It's because I used to watch a lot of television when I was a child. So much television. Oh, yes. Stimpy, you idiot! Well, Ren, I just wanted to pick my boogers, Ren. You want to pick my boogers too, Ren? Stimpy, you idiot! You guys remember that one? Yeah. Yep. Gosh, how did I do that? I have no idea. If I catch my breath and I think hard enough, I might be able to pull some more characters out of my ass. Just to show you guys how much television I used to watch as a kid. Oh, you guys want to get into how much television I watched as a kid? Name that tune. Bow now now now, dum bow now now now, dum bow now now now, dum dum bow now bow, bum bow now now, bum ba dum dum, dum bow now now now, bum 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 bam now bam now now. No one's got it yet? There it is. I had to do the last part. Finally, someone got it. Bow, now, now, now. Ba-dum, bow, now, now, now. Ba-dum, now, 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 now. Ba-rum, down, 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 down. Around, bow, bow, now, now, now. Round, ba, bow, bow. Bow, bow, now, now, now. Around, bow, 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 now, bow, now, now. That was it. Okay. Yeah, that one was Tool Time, Home Improvement. And see, the show is called Home Improvement, but he had a side show that he did. His job was the host of a show called Tool Time. Yes. So that was back when sitcoms were like the thing to watch. All right. Let's see. Let me find another one that I could probably uncork for you guys. Banner, 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 banner. Now, glue, 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 banner, 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 banner. Anyone? No? There it is. Roseanne. Cool Cutter is the winner. Of course, I didn't do the entire song. I have to do like a quick 20-second, 30-second version. Cosby, someone says Cosby. Cosby had like 5 or 6 different intros. They switched it up quite a bit, and I don't have it stuck in my head as much. God, I'd have to go back and hear it again, and then I could do it, of course. But there's a few in my head that like the music never leaves my head. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, even TV. You miss your old familiar friends, waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, the light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look, ooh, shit, that felt good. That actually felt really good. Even though it was stupid and cringy, it felt so good. Like, that's how much television I watched when I was a kid. I grew up on it. So to be not watching it and now be the star of my own television show, and now I get to reenact all this glory with you guys. Do you guys remember watching Nickelodeon and kids would like get slimed with green slop, and that was like the thing to do? We have a child here on Nickelodeon. Would you like to get slimed and slapped in the face with a pie? Yeah! Okay. Welcome to Double Dare, wild and crazy kids. We're going to stick a pie in your face. What would you do if we stuck a pie in your face and slimed you? Oh, I don't know. Let's find out. Nickelodeon. That was what I used to watch as a kid, was like it was a network. We're in the 90s, from like 1990 through like 2000. The thing to do was like put pies in children's faces and slime them. And then when they really wanted to step up the game, then you would put pies in the adults' faces and then slime them. Yeah. You could even buy your own Nickelodeon slime at the store. Nickelodeon Gack. They would sell you some fucking Nickelodeon brand Gack. Oh, I got some Gack. You drop it on the floor once. Now it's Nickelodeon Gack with dog hair and fucking Chips Ahoy crumbs. It's wonderful. Chris Watson, you can't do that on television. Yeah, that was like the late 80s going into the 90s. Yes, I remember that one barely. I was a little boy when that one came out. All right. Oh, we gotta get back on track every once in a while. We have to get back on track for the new viewers who have came along. Tonight's stream is about how much football's going to suck and how awesome it is that sports are collapsing. And it's so awesome that the NFL is going to suck this year and it's going to start collapsing before your very eyes. It's an awesome thing. Are you ready? Ooh, yeah, get ready. Are we ready for some football? Yeah, some shitty ass, rigged ass football. Yeah. That's right. Pixie Rust admin abuse says all pro sport is rigged. Pretty much. You know, you can still get away with having a legit game here and there to keep it looking legit. You can tell two teams to go out there and give it their all and that this one will actually be legit. But then you can rig other games that are more important. So how would you be able to tell the difference if once in a while they did play real games and then once in a while they rigged it? How would you know? Well, you got to have good eyeballs to spot the bullshit. And if you've dumped too much bullshit inside your brain, then it'll clog your eyeball sockets. It'll clog your eyeball brains, and you won't be able to see through the bullshit because you'll already have too much bullshit clogging your brains and your eyeballs and your eyeball brains. So if you don't think the NFL is rigged and you think it's all legit and that I'm full of shit, then that means you have dog shit in your brain, and it's clogged up your brain, and then it's seeped into your eyes, and your eyeballs' brains are also full of dog shit, and so you won't be able to see what I'm talking about. It'll never make sense. Adrian Preston says, like fake wrestling. Yes, wrestling and politics and sports are all rigged. All of it. The election is like a professional wrestling match. Trump and Biden are pals. They've probably had oral sex with each other, I would guess. If you go back and look at photos of Trump and Hogan, there's a few of them where they're like holding hands like they're lovers. It's very awkward. And if you want one of my shirts, it's going to be down here in the chat. I'm going to throw one of my links if you want one of my shirts. Boom. There it is. Proud to be boogeyman disease free. Yes. Yep. Flat Tony says Trump and Hillary are also friends. Yes, there's pictures of them hugging each other and laughing it up. And then when you show that to today's Trump supporter, you know what they say? That's back when Trump was a Democrat. He's a Republican now, and he's a good guy. He's on our side. He's like me and you. That's what they say. So they write off the fact that he used to do that he used to hang with Hillary and Bill and be a Democrat, and that there's literally pictures of them laughing and mucking it up. You can go to Google right now and find the pictures. Hillary and Trump, friends. You're going to find there's plenty of pictures of them hanging out. And we're going to pretend like now he's a good guy. He used to be a bad guy, but now he's a good guy. He doesn't like her anymore. He's going to put that woman in jail. Yeah. And did you guys know Stone Cold and Vince McMahon were enemies, but then Stone Cold and Vince McMahon decided to work together and be friends? And Vince McMahon and Trump are friends, but then they pretended to be enemies. Oh, that's because Trump's a good businessman, right? He's like me and you. He's your friend. Good show, gentlemen. Good show. Oh, that's right. I must be wanting to vote for Biden because I'm saying something negative about Trump. Yes, sure. Let's go with that one. I live in a blue state where my vote doesn't count because it's automatically a blue state. So let's just act like I'm a Biden voter because I'm talking negative about Trump, because that's what Trumpers do, right? You're talking negatively about my leader? You must be voting for Biden. You must have voted for Hillary. No, hillbilly, I never went to vote because I was smart enough to know that it was professional wrestling, and I didn't want to order the pay-per-view. I think Trump versus Biden is one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. It really is. The worst WrestleMania of all times. I'm going to point this out. I don't actually know anybody in person. I don't physically know a human who likes Joe Biden. And I definitely don't know a physical person who loves Donald Trump. I don't know, no, I said that wrong. Let me go back and scratch what I just said. I don't know anyone who loves Joe Biden, but I know a bunch of people who love Donald Trump. That's what I meant to say. Let me get that straight one more time. I don't know anyone who loves Joe Biden. I don't know a physical person who actually loves Joe Biden. I don't see Joe Biden signs. I live in California, and I don't even see people with Joe Biden signs or Joe Biden gear. I see people who love Trump, who have his gear and have the signs. So here in California, where a lot of you guys might not live, I'm guessing, and you think you know what's up. Here in California, I see Trump people with the gear. There's no Biden gear. There's no Biden signs. It's all like an illusion. I don't see any physical humans who actually like Joe Biden. I see people who love Donald Trump. They fucking love Donald Trump. But I don't see any actual humans who love Joe Biden. To me, it's like the fact that this is even like looking like an election to anyone. It's like this should be obvious. This is a show. Nobody really likes Joe Biden. There's pictures and videos of him touching children openly. And if you haven't watched them by now, well, shame on you for not keeping up. You can go watch videos of Joe Biden openly touching people's children right in front of them on television. And nobody loves him, but people love Trump. And Trump has a safe vaccine lined up and ready to go for us all. And the right-wingers don't seem to mind that. Mind Eye says, Jake is so weird. Well, what does weird mean to you? I think you're fucking weird, Mind Eye. Coming here and calling me weird. I think you're fucking weird. Go sit on that one for a while. Why don't you define what weird means? Maybe I'm happy to be considered weird by you, Mind Eye. Maybe my goal in life is for you to call me weird. All right. Anon Amos says, is it just me or did it get jumpy? Well, it gets jumpy when you tell the truth too much. Mind Eye, you're joking? Well, that's cool, man. Just so you know, the new Jake is ruthless and vicious and so intense and beyond confident. So, like, I'm not the old guy that I used to be anymore. If you guys haven't noticed, I changed a few weeks ago. I turned into a different person. I actually changed from person to entity. I became a fucking entity beyond this realm. And if you guys haven't noticed the content over on the asshole channel and the content now, there's a change that's happened, a change that's occurred. And those of you who are along for the ride, you're going to get to have a lot of fun with me. And I'm going to get to have a lot of fun with you. And we're going to wake up and expose a lot of people. And we're going to have fun doing it. That's the thing I was meant to do, was tell the truth, make you laugh, and let you get funky and groovy with my music. That was what I was meant to do. Even if I don't make any money doing it, I was meant to tell you guys the truth. Have you groove out to my music, have you think and feel, and most of all, I want to make you laugh. I want to make you laugh like nobody's ever made you laugh before. Like nobody's capable of doing now in 2020. Not Eddie Murphy Raw, not George Carlin, you all are diseased. You can't go back and say, oh, Andrew Dice Clay back in this. No. Now, 2020, who's the funniest motherfucker in the world? It's me. It's me. That's right. Funniest motherfucker in the world right now, 2020. And the foreseeable future is me. And that's just the way it's going to be. Oh, no, we got someone saying Owen Benjamin. We got to do this again. We got to do this again. I've went to Owen Benjamin's channel and sat there for hours, and he doesn't ever make me laugh. It doesn't even come close to making me laugh. I went to Owen Benjamin's channel just recently just to make sure I wasn't wrong, and then I went and I watched for 3 hours, and he literally was like, hey, bears, are you bears out there ready to eat some gravy? Let's set up a campground where you bears can come camp with me, and we'll all sit around and tell bear stories and eating gravy. Hey, it's a Juice Big Bear. We're going to sit around and tell juice stories about the big bear. That's what we're going to do. If you want to come be a part of my bear campground, we're going to eat a lot of gravy out there. All right, I'm going to go live on D Live, and I'm going to talk about my bear skin. We're going to have bear skin rubs, bear. And it was like, at no point was it funny. And then when I went to go watch his stand-up, it was not funny as well. And then there's plenty of videos of him sitting across from Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is part of the establishment. If you like comedians who go sit with the guys who are part of the establishment, then that means you like establishment comedians. I'm not an establishment comedian, and I never will be. That's why I won't sit on Joe Rogan's fucking show. The same show where he had Neil deGrasse bend him over and make him admit that no one's ever, or that people have walked on the moon. His stance was no one had been to the moon. And then Joe Rogan had Neil deGrasse show up, bend him over, and then he said, yeah, people totally went to the moon. Remember that? Yeah, that same Joe Rogan, he had Owen Benjamin on his show. It's all a big fucking club. I like how you guys like to give certain people a pass. Oh, it's okay for Owen Benjamin to go sit across the table from Joe Rogan. It's okay because he's doing it to wake people up. Yeah. Oh, sure. Sure. You know why you don't see me sit across from Joe Rogan? Because I don't go to Hollywood and bend over for the Hollywood pedos. That's why I don't sit across from him. All the Hollywood dudes who go on there are either useful idiots or they're just part of the establishment, straight up. And that's why they're all sitting at home scared of the boogeyman disease. All of them. None of them are really using their platform to expose the truth. Because all they were ever meant to do is comedy. So when you talk about your favorite comedian, ask yourself, what are they doing to expose the truth right now? Are they doing everything in their power to expose the truth? Are they going as hard as they can right now to expose the truth through comedy? Or are they just trying to write the next fucking dick joke? What else do they do? Bill Burr's a funny motherfucker, but when was the last time he put out a new song? When was the last time he went out and showed what's going on in America right now and proved people are eating outside of restaurants and got himself banned? I did. I got banned because I showed that people are eating outside of restaurants. I got banned from fucking Facebook for saying that my white friend is a cracker ass honky. I'm being censored from every angle. Whereas meanwhile, YouTube keeps promoting Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr. Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr. If you make a reaction video watching Bill Burr, you're going to get like thousands of views. They're shoving him down your throat. He's awesome. He's funny. But he toes the company line. He has a boss. He has an agent. He can't say whatever he wants. He can't say whatever he wants. Dave Chappelle is no longer the same dude. He can't say whatever he wants. I can say whatever the fuck I want. They can shut me down, but I'll rise from the ashes again. I will always rise from the ashes. I'll never go away. I'm going to say whatever I want until they take away every single platform. And at that point, I'll have told you guys they were going to take away your right to free speech. They start with social media and they start with YouTube. They censor your right to free speech through the digital realm first to get you accustomed to it so they can take away your free speech in the future. That's right. It starts here on YouTube and on Facebook and all the social media platforms. They'll censor your words and your speech, force you to go somewhere else. They'll get you accustomed to not being able to say how you really feel. Then they keep the mask on your face to cover up your mouth while it moves and creates these thoughts. Pixie Trust admin abuse says, is Daphne Reloaded your side piece? No, definitely not. In fact, I haven't talked to her in a long time. She's off fighting the vegans and doing her endless war against the vegans, and good luck to her. Good luck to her. I've got bigger fish to fry. I can't go like make a video like every week about vegan gains being a fucking NWO puppet. It's like I've got bigger fish. I can do that, and if I do it, it'll be better than anyone who's ever done it. If I want to make a hit piece on vegan gains and do a debate, I wouldn't even have to have any scientific information. I would literally just be like, okay, fuckface, me and you are going to go to the fucking forest, and we're going to see what happens when we both try and survive in the forest. You're going to go looking for broccoli, and I'm going to kill a fucking animal. And we're going to see who lives in the forest and thrives. You ready, fuckface? You ready to take your fake-ass fucking muscles to the forest and show people how you survive looking for broccoli? Show us all those wild vegetables that you think are out there, and we're going to go out to the forest, and we're going to see who survives, bro. We're going to see who lives longer out in the forest. Are you ready, vegan gains? That's the debate. Me and you are going to go to the forest, and we're going to see who lives longer. And there's going to be a camera following you while you forage for broccoli and kale and spinach and shit. And then a camera following me while I look for small game, big game, and fish. I'm going to hunt animals and fish. And you, motherfucker, guess what you're going to do? You're going to eat leaves and grass, and you're going to go look for berries, and you're not allowed to eat any fucking animal protein, motherfucker. And guess who's going to fucking live? And guess who's going to die real fast? That's the debate, vegan gains. That's what I would do. Meanwhile, Daphne's over there just vegans are wrong, vegans are bad. Fuck those vegans, man. They're so bad. Here's the argument. Hey, vegan, let's go to the woods. I'm gonna have a gun and a knife and traps, and I'm gonna kill animals, and you're gonna look for broccoli and kale and spinach. Ready, set, go. That's the debate. That's the debate right there. Do you guys notice I don't have to use any science? It's literally go to the forest and show me where your carrots grow. Show me where your kale grows. Show me where your vegan salad dressing grows. I dare you to show me where your vegan salad dressing grows. I bet you can't do it. Oh my God, Jake, asshole, what happened to you? We're carnivores. Anyone who hasn't figured out that we're carnivores is a moron. We're the smartest carnivores, the kings of the jungle. People say a lion is the king of the jungle. No, it's not. Human is the king of the jungle. You know why? Because we can burn down the fucking jungle, walk in with a gun, and shoot a fucking lion in its face. Human is the king of the jungle. Human is the king of the ocean. You know why? We can take a boat, capture a fucking great white shark, and fucking kill it and eat it. We can. In the ocean, man versus great white wins. Man with other men on a boat and weapons, man wins every time. Man with gun wins against lion every time. Man versus lion, no gun, the lion wins. See how that works? Man is smart enough to have a fucking weapon. If a lion injures its paw, it's a fucking dead lion. Do you know if I injure my arm, I can still kill animals with this arm. I can still jerk off with this one. If a lion injures its paw, dead lion. So whenever a vegan tries to say, you don't have sharp teeth and claws, so you're not supposed to eat meat, I say, dumb motherfucker, I've got 2 pointy teeth and meat cleavers that work perfect for taking smaller bites of meat. Don't try and play stupid with me. A meat cleaver is not a sword, but it chops right through fucking meat. I have 2 meat cleavers and some pointy ones back here. They aren't razor sharp. I don't need them to be razor sharp. That would cut the inside of my mouth and my tongue and shit, stupid motherfucker. You don't have pointy teeth and you don't have claws. So that means you're not supposed to eat animals because it's mean. Oh, so it's okay for a lion to eat a gazelle, but not me to eat a lion? Listen, we're the kings of the jungle, the kings of the ocean, the top of the food chain, the smartest fucking hunter of them all. We can kill any and every animal. A lion can't take down any and every animal. There are animals that could kick a lion in the face and kill a lion. We can take down a buffalo, an elephant, fucking giraffe, like whatever, a great white shark, a whale. We can take down a whale. We can shoot a torpedo at a fucking whale. We have a submarine that can go down right next to a whale and fucking shoot a torpedo right in its asshole. Does a whale have a fucking torpedo that can shoot human? No. So who's the best hunter? Who's the best hunter? Humans are the best hunter. Humans always ate animals, and that's how humans thrived and survived, was eating animals. And do you know why? Because there is no carrots in the forest. There is no broccoli or kale. There is no lettuce. Your fucking vegan cheese doesn't exist. Your fake vegan meat doesn't exist. You know what does exist? A deer. There's a deer. Pow. Dead deer. Cut open the deer. What's inside the deer? Innards, blood, fat, and meat. You can live and survive on that all day, all the next day, and all the next week, and all the next month. You go try and find some broccoli, try and eat some random grass and leaves off the ground, and you're going to die, boy. I challenge Vegan Gains, and I challenge any vegan to go out there in a survival situation and show me what it looks like to survive. And the reason it is a New World Order diet is because if you ever tried to think about going out and surviving, you're going to be too stupid to fucking feed yourself because you think that those unnatural plants that you're eating come from nature, and they don't. They don't come from nature. You want to know where they come from? They come from flattening the ground and planting seeds that did not come from the area, killing all the animals and all the bugs. Otherwise, the animals and bugs will eat those fucking unnatural plants. Follow me here. In order to grow your kale and your carrots and your corn and shit, your fucking fake meat that you make, you fucking vegans, all that shit, in order to grow all those plants, you have to kill all the animals in the area. You have to fucking kill all the bugs in the area. You know why I know that? Because I live in the middle of California, where we have a bunch of corn fields and artichoke fields and fucking lettuce patches and all this fucking shit. We grow so much we have almond orchards. Oh my God, almond orchards, never ending fucking almond orchards. And guess what? There's no living creatures in the fucking almond orchards. Do you want me to take you into an almond orchard on my next video? You motherfuckers, I'm going to take you to an almond orchard. Guess what's alive? The almond trees. There's no goddamn fucking, there's really no bugs and there's no animals. There's no animals. So they flatten and destroy certain areas, kill all the animals and all the bugs so that they can grow almonds, turn them into almond milk, which isn't even real milk. I know what it looks like when they destroy ecosystems. So the vegan argument is that they're saving animals. No, they kill animals. Miles and miles and miles of almond trees. No fucking animals. Would you like me to show you all the animals that live in the almond tree forest? Perfect rows of almond trees. Perfect rows of corn. As far as you can see in every direction. No bugs, no animals. And we're going to pretend this is to save the bugs and save the animals. So again, Vegan Gains, or any vegan out there, I challenge you. You want to go survive in the forest? I'm going to hunt whatever I fucking see and eat whatever I fucking see that's alive. I'm going to kill it and eat it. And you get to fucking not do that. You're not allowed to kill anything except plants. You're allowed to kill plants and forage. You can pick fucking wild mushrooms and pick berries and try and find whatever, and I'll let you pick the area. My only thing is, you can't pick a tropical fucking area where there's a ton of fucking fruit falling on your head. No. It's got to be somewhere that's actually a little tough to survive. Forest is perfect. The forest is my favorite because there's mountain streams that are fucking pure and clean, and there's still places where there's animals. There's still deer and wild game out there. There's still fucking real trout and real fish in the water. So I know if we did it in the forest, I would fucking, in a survival situation, I would make it a lot farther than any vegan. And that's the debate. That's the real debate. It's not about saving the animals. It really isn't, because I've already destroyed that example. And it's not about having sharp teeth, because that's retarded too. Do you know that a human, check this out, let me make my best point. A human can get poked in the eye and have one eye, have their teeth destroyed and have no teeth, lose an arm, lose a leg, and still be able to set traps, still be able to throw out fishing line and somehow maybe catch little fish, still be able to set up a little net, grind it up, and put it in my mouth and survive. A one-eyed, one-armed, one-legged man with no teeth could eat protein and survive. If you take a lion or any animal and do that many fucking things to it, poke it in the eye, take away a paw, take away a leg, it's dead. If you do one of those things to a lion, poke a lion in the eye, it won't be able to hunt properly. It's dead. If you fucking injure a lion's one paw and it can't run fast enough to catch a gazelle, dead. A human can have their fucking legs disabled and roll around in a fucking chair, or even now you could even roll around on a fucking motorcycle or whatever and still hunt. You could have no legs and fucking get one of your buddies to put you on a motorcycle with a gun and you could go fucking hunting without legs. Who is the best hunter in the world? Humans. Humans. You could kill an animal with a fucking deer rifle from 400 yards away, and it has no fucking clue you even were there. Meanwhile, the lion has to risk its life by chasing a gazelle. Gazelle kicks the lion in the face. Now the lion's got fucking broken teeth and a fucked up eye. Then the lion dies. Do you know a lion can get kicked in the face by a gazelle and die? A human could just stand back and go, boom, dead gazelle. Boom, dead lion. Easy. But we're supposed to act like we're saving the fucking animals by not killing them. Even though we kill the fuck out of them when we grow miles and miles of almond trees. I'll have to show you guys the miles and miles and miles of fucking crops. I'll show you all the wild animals that live there. I'll show you all the animals that live in the middle of California. And then we'll go to the forest and I'll show you the animals that live there. In the forest, they still actually have animals. I can show you where squirrels and rabbits and deer are. And then I can show you where they grow crops. There are none of those things. And if you try to go put one of those unnatural crops out in the forest, the animals will fucking devour it because they'll recognize it as being weak and inferior. All the plants out there in the forest have natural fucking protectors. And if you try and just eat random leaves and grass, you'll fucking die, man. You will wish you hadn't done that. So anyone who says that they're a herbivore, I say go out and eat a bowl of grass off your lawn right now. Dare you. Dare you to go eat a bowl of grass. Come on, cow. Show me how much of a cow you are. Eat a bowl of grass. No salad dressing, not wheatgrass. Your lawn. Go out to your lawn, fucking grab a handful, and let me see you eat it. And I want to see you enjoy it. I want to see you chew it and love it. The cow loves it. Cows think grass is fucking awesome. Do you guys know that cows don't need vegan salad dressing? A cow will eat grass all day long. A cow doesn't want corn. A cow wants grass. Cows, if they can choose between corn and grass, they like the grass. The cows that are force-fed corn are force-fed corn. It's forced to them. That's all they're given. The cows that get to go free range and walk around and eat grass, they'll just eat grass all day long. All day long. They'll have this wad of fucking grass inside their stomach that weighs as much as you, and they'll ferment that grass, and that's how they gain their nutrients, is fermenting this fat-ass wad of grass. I dare you to try eating grass all day long. Real grass, just go for it. Get out there and fucking eat it on up, and you tell me how you fucking feel by the end of day one. Meanwhile, I'm going to eat a steak, and we'll see who wins. I would also challenge any vegan to eat nothing but grass, and I'm going to eat nothing but a steak. I'll eat steak breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then Vegan Gains can eat a bowl of grass, and then we'll see who wins. That's real science. Don't you guys want to see science? Real science is me versus Vegan Gains. Fucking he eats bowl of grass every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I eat steak breakfast, lunch, and dinner until one of us taps out. Till one of us fucking says no more, I can't do it. You guys want to see that? Hey, Vegan Gains, if anyone wants to send this clip over to them, I challenge you to a I'll eat steak contest and you eat a bowl of fucking grass, and we're going to see who wins. And we're going to do that every day until one of us taps out. In fact, I'll let you choose something else. If you want carrots, it can be carrots. You want kale, whatever vegetable you want, you have to eat nothing but that breakfast, lunch, and dinner. and I'm going to eat nothing but steak, breakfast, lunch, and dinner until one of us taps out. We'll see what the fuck happens. My guess is you would be eating other shit on the side. We would have to have somebody following us around 24/7 to make sure it was legit, because I know that dude would eat other shit on the side. But I would challenge any vegan to pick your favorite vegetable, and I'm going to pick steak, and then we're going to go toe to toe. You eat your vegetable, and I'm going to choose steak, and then we're going to see who wins. And we're going to do that all day till one of us says, okay, no more. Nickel Sprongle says weed is good for you. Yes, weed is good. Weed is the best plant in the world. Marijuana is the best plant that there is. A, because it gets you high. B, because it can be made into medicine. C, it can be made into fucking clothes and rope and a fishing net and fishing line. Do you guys know all the wonderful stuff you can do with hemp? You can make fucking hemp into like all these amazing products, and they're durable and they last longer and they're better than their counterparts. The reason weed got illegalized was because the timber industry, the guys who cut down logs, pine trees and shit, they knew that this little plant that can grow into a giant plant that does all these awesome things could wipe out their entire way of living. So the people who own the timber industry, cutting down logs, they didn't want the marijuana fucking hemp industry to come along and stomp them out like little bitches, which is what was going to happen. So they came up with this propaganda like where if you smoke weed, you'll jump out of buildings. If you smoke weed, you'll think you can fly and you'll jump out the window and die. You'll go crazy forever if you smoke weed. It was reefer madness. So it was a propaganda campaign, and they even got legislation turned to make weed illegal. And it was because the timber industry knew that this little plant that you could start like this big and grow it into a giant tree like within 3-4 months, that it was so magical that it was unstoppable. And it is. It's so unstoppable that now it's legal. And here I am smoking it in front of you. And 10, 20 years ago, it was illegal for me to do this. I remember when I used to sometimes get stuck with shitty weed. I don't even know what shitty weed looks like anymore. Susie Cat says cotton industry. Yeah, cotton, timber, all the industries that could have been taken out by marijuana teamed up to get that legislation fucking turned. Because we could have been growing hemp and making everything out of hemp, and all the shit's better. The paper's better, the clothes are better. If you've never grown a plant to maturity, you can strip a leaf off and it'll have the string that comes along with it. If you strip one of your leaves off your weed plant, it'll have a piece of string that kind of comes along with it, and it's really strong. And if you double it up with multiple pieces of hemp string, you can make rope and fishing line, fishing net. You can do a lot of things. So if you were in a survival situation, weed is a good plant to grow. A, it gets you high. B, it's medicine. And then C, you can make shit out of it. If you can think of another plant that's as good as that, I would like to hear it. Mick says corn. Indigestible. That's why you see corn in your shit, because your body doesn't really digest it very well. It's really not much to be gained from it. And all the GMO corn, of course, is terrible. Genetically modified. Pixie Dust admin abuses. Jake, you should just eat vegan gains. The problem is that would be poisonous. If I ate vegan gains, his human meat is toxic because of all the lab supplements that he takes. He shoots up all these fucking different chemicals and shit and all these lab substances. He has no idea what he's putting into his body. He could be putting like bat sperm into his body. He's shooting up all this crap. Like, have you guys seen his body? It's gross. Like, his muscles don't even look right at all. It's like he's some weird, disgusting thing. So I don't really think he's vegan, but even if he is, he's taking a bunch of man-made lab supplements that I don't take and will never take. So I wouldn't want to eat his meat. If he was dead and I had to eat his meat, it'd probably be like McDonald's meat. It would be fucking rancid. It's my guess. I'd have to dump some MSG on it to trick my brain into thinking it's good. Divergent Droid, Jake, what do you smoke, indica or sativa? Both. I like my sativas more in the daytime, and then I like my indicas more at night. It's daytime weed and nighttime weed. If I want to be more energetic and creative, then it's sativa. If I want to like lay back and relax and go to sleep maybe, well then this indica. It's that simple. Or it's whatever I have loaded in my pipe, and sometimes I just don't give a shit. All right. Nick Sprongle says YouTube chat is lame. Yeah, it looks like you're having some trouble there. 450 Mobber says my husband and I grow the best weed I've ever had, and everyone I know feels the same. Love weed. Yeah, growing your own is an awesome thing. You have a connection that you build with the plants. That's how you can tell if the weed is the best plant in the world, is if you grow your own tree all the way till maturity. Outdoor, you have to do it out. Indoors is you can control all the elements and you end up with like really good pot. But if you ever get the chance to grow like a full mature tree outside and use the sun as your own light and let the season change and turn your plant into buds naturally, like without having to flip a light or any of this crap. Doing it outdoors is like so fun. And it's a great experience. You can become one with the plants. And it gets to a point where you have to like protect them, because then you get nervous somebody might try and steal them. Nickel Sprongle says ganja connects you to your divine DNA. That's right. Mick says when you spend time growing your girls, then have to murder them. Do you have regrets? No. Their life cycle's coming to an end. You're not really murdering them. The weed plant's life cycle comes to an end. Like if you don't harvest it, it'll fucking die. It'll die and the buds will dry up on the plant. And eventually what's supposed to happen in nature is that it falls over, and then the plant material and the THC is protection for seeds that are supposed to be in there. Now, our good weed that we grow doesn't have seeds because we don't want seeds in our weed. But let's say what was supposed to happen is the male is supposed to fertilize the female, and then the buds will be protecting seeds. So if the buds are protecting seeds and you just leave the plant alone, by the time November, December rolls around, the cold weather comes and kills the plant. And the plant's ready to die. That's what the whole plant cycle is a plant quickly ready to reproduce and die real fast. So the bud holds the seeds, and the bud is a protection. The plant material protects the seed. The trichomes are there to ward off moisture and mold. So the trichomes are going to protect against moisture and mold during the cold weather. And then as the cold weather fucking goes away and then it heats up, now the buds maybe have fallen off the plant and hit the ground. And then the plant material erodes away, leaving the seeds on the ground, hopefully. And then the seeds hopefully get covered up by organic material and then grow another marijuana plant. So that's the whole cycle, is that the weed plant is supposed to die around November when the fucking cold comes. And if you live in a place where it's cold and it gets cold really fast and your summers are short, then you have to either bring your weed plant inside or cover it in a greenhouse, because that frost can kill your plant before it's ready. Here in California, if you live in the right areas, you don't have to worry about frost. So it's a quick life cycle, and you're not really murdering your plant. Your plant's going to die come cold weather. It's like a tomato plant. A tomato plant doesn't survive all year long and pump out tomatoes in most, at least not in any climate I've been. I always see them just die
the minute cold weather comes around. They're like, pfft. And then you have tomato seeds that respring your tomato plant the next year. It's that same thing. So there's some Jake science for you. Martin Moore says, what's your preference, sativa or indica? I like both. I like sativas during the day and I like indicas at night. So I like both. Indicas make me a little more couch locked and sleepy. So I like that at night. And then sativa during the day when I want to be more wired up and creative. So I like both. It's daytime and nighttime weed. Divergent Droid, California is the only state that can be both southern and northern. Well, it's even more than that. California is the best state, and that's why it is the target of the New World Order. So let me get this straight. California is the best state, and the reason is we have mountains, we have a luscious valley where you can grow food, and we have fucking animals galore. We got cows, we got the ocean, and we have the desert. We have all of it. Every type of landscape there is, we've got it. And so basically, I try to explain to people that you can go from in a 2-hour drive, you can go from 100 degrees to fucking 70 degrees in a 2-hour drive. You can go during the winter, you can go from no snow, not seeing snow at all. You can take a 2-hour drive up a mountain and be in fucking 10 feet of snow, freezing your ass off. And then you can decide to just drive back down the mountain and be done with the snow. You can go to San Diego and never see snow in your motherfucking life ever again. And then you can get in your car and just drive over to the mountain range and be in the snow. So it's like we have a desert that goes beneath the sea level where it's like the hottest place in existence. And it'll fry you if you were stuck there like trying to survive. You'll fucking die. It's called Death Valley. We have trees that are so goddamn ginormous. They're the biggest trees you've ever seen, the redwoods. Bigger than any tree you could ever fucking imagine. So we have all these things, and that's why California is the target of the New World Order. So they want people to believe California sucks when it's really the fact that it's the target of the New World Order and the libtards who live here. And the Democrats who live here, they suck. But the state itself is amazing, and it is the best state as far as all of them are concerned because it has all this. My point I'm getting at is we can grow weed plants in all these different locations. We can grow weed in the mountains. We can grow weed in the valley. We can grow weed in the desert. And we can grow weed fucking next to the ocean. We can have a pot and move our weed around from all these different fucking places and make the weed plant think it lives in all the places. You guys can't do that. And that's why if you live in one of those other states, you can't grow all the varieties that we can in California because we can grow anywhere and have any temperature we want. You guys can't do it. If you live in Kansas, you can't make your fucking weed plant experience what it's like to be 5,000 feet high. You can't make your fucking weed plant experience what it's like to be next to the ocean. You can't make your fucking weed plant fucking defy the odds of like the hottest weather possible. We can grow sativas that take fucking so long to develop that you can't grow them in your cold weather fucking states because the weather will kill them. You have to do it indoors. We can do shit outside here with a marijuana that you guys can't do in those other states because snow shows up in fucking September and October. Some of you guys live in places where you have to shovel snow off your driveway. I don't have to shovel snow off my driveway. Do you know if I want to go where the snow is, I can take a car ride and see the snow, but I don't have to shovel it off my fucking driveway every morning. That's why it's awesome to live in California. You guys know that while you people who talk shit about California, you guys will be like, California sucks, bro. You need to get out of there. And then you guys live in a state where every morning you shovel snow out of the driveway and then you have to like scrape shit off your windshield. You have to be like, You have to run your heater for 15 minutes and let your car warm up and scrape shit off your windshield. I don't have to do that. I never have to do that if I don't want to. If I don't want to, I can just go somewhere in California where that doesn't happen. If I like doing that, I can go up into the mountains where it's cold as fuck and be right there with you, scraping shit off my window. Guess what? I can go to San Diego and not see snow ever again in my entire life. You guys don't have that choice. If you live in fucking one of those New England states or up in the Northeast, you can't just like, oh, I'm going to go over to the beach and say, fuck this. Like, I can take a car ride over to the beach and like be in a different climate than here. I can go over to the desert and be in a different climate. I can go up the mountains and be in a different climate. I can change my own climate with a simple, like a 2 to 3 hour car ride. I can change my fucking whole existence. Some of you guys live in a state where you can't do that. Like if you live in one of those boring states where it's corn in every direction, like you live in Iowa, you can't go up a mountain and sit next to a pristine lake filled with pine trees and fucking deer everywhere the same way I can. You can't ski down a fucking championship mountain and then go over to the fucking coast and watch people surfing in the ocean in the middle of winter. You can't do that. Some of you guys live over on that coast over there, the Atlantic. It's not nearly as pretty. The beaches are sandy and nice, but it's not nearly as pretty. The California coast, 10 times prettier than the Atlantic coast. I've been to Florida and I've been through fucking Georgia and South Carolina, all the way up to fucking New Jersey, and it's sandy and the waves are tiny. They're shitty and tiny. The water is like a better temperature, but it's not as nice. Our fucking coast over here in California is beautiful. It's pristine. That's why the New World Order is trying to kick us the fuck out. The New World Order wants California because it's the best state. And I'm not doing that to talk shit about your other states. I went across the United States and I visited other states. I've been through Texas and I've been through Nevada and Utah and Idaho and Wyoming and Montana and fucking the southern states, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina. I've damn near been to all 50 states. Damn near been to all 50. I haven't been to Hawaii. I'm sure that's a nice tropical island. I'm not counting that. Hawaii don't count. Talking over here where we're stuck, I've went to the other states and none of them have all the things that California has. So if anybody tries to say California sucks, I can show you why your state sucks worse and you'll lose the argument. Because I can go show you the biggest trees in the world and I can show you the most beautiful fucking coastline. I can go show you where places where people haven't fucking built houses and people haven't murdered the coastline, where you can walk up and find giant shells and starfish and shit, and you can catch fucking fish all day. I know where places like that exist, where nobody is, nobody lives, and it's perfect. It's pristine. But they want you to believe we're overpopulated and California sucks, and we're all a bunch of people who live in LA. LA's this fucking city down there. If you go in Northern California, it's a different fucking world. The most pristine lakes and mountains you've ever seen exist here in this state. Pristine, clean fucking water that flows by the gallon with giant, giant salmon. Giant fucking salmon and trout. Real salmon and real trout that still exist. They've pumped our waters full of a bunch of fake GMO salmon and trout. There's a difference. When you cut them open, a real salmon and trout will still have pink flesh. And a fucking GMO salmon has white flesh. Yeah. And then they fucking color it. They colored the farm salmon with pink dye. So, how do I know all this? Because I know what it's like to go outdoors. I know what it's like to go real camping. I know what it's like to camp in the mountains. I know what it's like to camp in the desert. I know what it's like to camp on the ocean. I know what it's like to go swimming in the ocean. I know what it's like to go fucking surfing. I know what it's like to go snow skiing. I know what it's like to go water skiing. I know what it's like to go jet skiing. I know what it's like to be on a jet boat. I know what it's like to be on a house boat. I know what it's like to be on a fucking pontoon boat. I know what it's like to be pulled on a fucking inner tube by a boat. I know what it's like to experience a lot of motherfucking things. A lot of things that not everyone got to experience in their life. Because I live in California where you can do all that stuff. Do you know if I want to do tomorrow, I could take up a new hobby like windsurfing? I've never been windsurfing, but I have enough money, and if I wanted to, I could go windsurfing tomorrow. Some of you guys live in a place where you can't go windsurfing, like most all of you. So anyone who fucking talks shit like California sucks, you can't go windsurfing tomorrow, bitch. Like you can't fucking go climb to the top of the most pristine fucking. Some of you guys can go hiking and camping in awesome places, but then you can't turn around and take your car over to the beach at the same time in the same night. That's what I'm getting at. Las Vegas, for instance, is out in the desert. And if you're not gambling or smoking or drinking, then you're just sitting out in the middle of nowhere in the desert. And it's a long, long, long ass fucking car ride to get out of that desert. It's a long bullshit car ride to get back to LA, which sucks. Bakersfield and LA, terrible. The worst fucking places to go. It's a long car ride just to get there. So anyone who lives like in Las Vegas, for instance, you're stuck in the desert. And they're like, I had to get out of California. It was terrible. You're in the middle of the desert, stupid. Where are you going to go? It's all just gray and beige. I've been to Vegas 1,000 fucking times. 1,000 times. I love it, and it sucks balls. I love the party atmosphere in Vegas, but at the same time, if you live there, you are fucking stuck in a desert, and you're surrounded. That's where you're sitting, is in a fucking desert. You can't just like up and go to a nice, awesome lake within like 10, 20 minutes. I can be at a lake in 10 or 20 minutes. I can be camping in 10 or 20 minutes. You live in Las Vegas, it's like you got to drive all the way to fucking Hoover goddamn dam, fucking Lake Mead, fucking Lake Powell shit. You got to like go, and that's all out in the goddamn hot ass desert, and it's ugly and it sucks. It's ugly, it sucks. So anyway, anybody want to challenge me on the California, you can come over here and I'll take you on a tour and show you how fucking awesome this place is. And that's why the NWO want to come here and take over. That's why they're going to try to kick us Californians out, is because it's so much more awesome than the rest of the fucking states. And they know that. That's why they want us out of here. Don't you guys get it? I can sit on a rock in Santa Cruz. There's a rock in Santa Cruz, California that I can sit on and smoke marijuana and drink and do fucking whippets, and nobody stops me. I've done it over and over again. Nobody stops me. I can just sit there and do it. It's awesome. You don't have that in your state. You don't have that if you live in another state. You don't have a fucking rock over the ocean that you do that like that I do. You don't have it. So when I leave to leave behind my special favorite rock that I have, it's like abandoning my home. So when people are like, Jake, you need to abandon your home and get out of California, I say, and go where? The NWO's coming to your town too. Might take a little longer, but they're coming to your town too. They start here in California because it's the most awesome of all the states. That's why they want this one first. Then they're coming to your town. The shittier states, those are last because they suck. They're going to let you guys sit in your bunker and sit around in fucking Iowa and Kansas and Cleveland and shit and just die. They don't care. But they're going to take over California first because it's the most awesomest. I know where some hot springs are where the water naturally comes out of the ground like warm and hot like bath water, and you can sit there naked in warm natural bath water that has all these vitamins and fucking sulfur and shit in it, and it's like all the good for your body and cleanses your pores and skin. I know where places like that are. Some of your states just don't have that. Some do. Some do. Yellowstone is an awesome place. I will give Yellowstone Park credit. That is one of my favorite parks in the whole damn world. And they've been telling us that that's going to blow up one day. Yellowstone's going to blow. Boom! The whole thing. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Then it would all come back down. Do you imagine if Yellowstone blew up, like the amount of shit coming down on us? It's probably just another bullshit story trying to scare us. Probably never going to happen. But if it did, I bet it'd be gorgeous. But then all you people who out there living in the Idaho, Montana, Wyoming area, the good old boys, it's going to be raining a bunch of shit down on you. It's not going to hit us over here in California quite as hard. See? No matter where you go, they can get you. No matter where you go, you're surrounded by towers. Remember that. No matter where you go, there's a tower out there somewhere. And if you manage to avoid the towers, well, next time you get on one of the roads and come back into town, you might just drive by one. They got you. Holy shit, 3 hours. 3 hours. Where did the time go? All right, you guys. I think I should probably get off here. I've ran my mouth for a good 3 hours. So I guess we'll call it quits. Time flies when you're having fun. That's right. Pixie Russ says, sing for us, Jake. Are you ready for some football? No, I'm kidding. Can't do that again. If you want to hear some singing, you should go to my last video just before this one. The song is called I Don't Believe in COVID. If you haven't heard it yet, you should go listen to it. And if you have heard it, you should go listen to it again and watch the video and try to spot something that you didn't see the first time. So if you've only watched my song once, go back and watch it again. If you've only seen it twice, go back and watch it again. Try and spot something new in the video each time. There's a lot of little goodies hidden everywhere. So go back and listen. And I'll be back up on the Asshole channel maybe in another week. I don't know. But right now they have me blocked from posting. So looks like we're over here on the newly rebranded Jake Gibson channel. And until next time, this is the most talented, funny, awesome motherfucker in the world telling you, kill your TV and never watch football again.